All good. All good.
Yeah. All right, good morning. That for our names?
Yes.
All right. Good morning. What is it? Thursday, right? Last show. Well, I'm going to come in and take calls tomorrow, right? Did I say that?
Yes, you did say that.
We got big night tonight for us, Justin, tonight.
Yes, big night.
I'm excited.
Life changing, some people might say.
Are you really?
I am a little excited, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to spend time with Justy.
Yeah.
You know?
Justy?
It is fun. I can attest to that.
Yeah. Well, he's going to drive. We'll do the bits. I should subject myself to life like you with him for just one.
Stream with him.
Yeah, one day. Just go in this
Yeah.
car, be subject to all his bits, and just have to go along with it.
I'd appreciate that.
You think I should do it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll see. Probably not. So that starts at 6. You get there right before?
I get there right before. Yeah, normally.
Well, I mean, it'll be what it is, I think. No?
Yeah, no, I mean,
You gamble before or after?
after.
Okay. That's going to be late.
Yeah, it ends around 7, and then
We'll have a little something to eat.
yeah, there's a couple
I'm
restaurants.
buying. Dinner's on me tonight.
I think there's one restaurant you're gonna want to go to though.
What's that?
Johnny Rockets.
They have Johnny Rockets there?
They do.
Wow.
Welcome to Johnny Rockets.
Yeah. Jeez. You like Johnny Rockets?
I do like Johnny Rockets.
Is Muck going to be too cool to go with us or no?
No, but I think he breaks down afterward. Like not breaks down
Breaks down a
as,
thing?
Not breaks down as
I wouldn't blame him.
as a person maybe in his car.
I did my best.
Oh, you mean like the actual equipment?
Yes, so he normally takes them like 15, 20 minutes to get that all situated.
God,
maybe
that's
it's
so
since it's the
annoying.
last show, maybe he'll go around and hug everyone.
Well, is
be
the Viking
great.
going to be there?
Allegedly.
Believe so.
You
It's a
just
family
based on
affair.
yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't actually know, though.
He did mention, I think last week he said it was either the Viking or his brother.
He said his brother's
brother.
going. Yeah.
Yes.
Who's a nice guy. He's annoying, but a nice guy.
Nice.
Yeah. I think, but he's not. I think he's. I just saw him. Where did I see him?
You saw him in Plymouth.
Plymouth. That's what it was. I guess it's not that long ago. Remember Plymouth? Where they didn't have fucking
Sound.
a towel. A towel for the shower. Remember that? Did you have to go to the? Did I go get it? Somebody had to go get a towel. Remember?
I think I forget who did, but
It was brand new and it was like all
think
all
it
over
was,
me. I should have known then.
Poopy, the guy.
Poopy.
The guy with
Poopy?
the guy with the bowel problem. I think he went.
Shane.
Shane. Yes.
Don't be.
I completely forgot.
Don't be
Really
me. Don't be
disrespectful.
me.
That was really
Don't
Very
be. Don't be.
dismissive.
Don't be
No,
me.
I like
Justin.
Shane a
I can
lot.
do that. You can't do that.
I was
Poopy.
Poopy.
Not
The guy, that's what people remember him as. He has
No
the-
one's
we
ever
don't.
called
No,
him.
we don't.
No one's ever called him Poopy.
Well, Justin just did.
I apologize to Shane for that.
Jeez, that's dismissive though.
Shane
I
was a
was
good
not
man.
trying to be. I was trying to give him credit. I think he went and got the towel.
He wasn't on the list.
Yeah.
Mama
Little
K is here.
shithead
Hello.
wouldn't
First
have
time
to
in
tell.
studio. Is that right? Yes.
Yes, it's
Yes.
nice to be behind the and see it from this angle, from the
It's pretty
other side of the
incredible, isn't
camera.
it?
It's,
See how the sausage
needs,
is made.
It needs a little woman's touch. I
don't think that's going to be happening. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't anticipate that happening anytime soon. We're wrapping it up here, so I think.
Yeah.
We have any updates on that or not?
Yeah, I could send you a whole list if you'd like
Of what?
of listings in the area that somebody sent us.
When are they kicking us out?
What, end of June?
Okay,
June
we don't have
31st.
any no showings or anything.
No, we haven't heard anything like that.
What, I'm going to get tore through this place? I don't even know what they're... What do you do about those things? The holes in the wall.
Oh, we'll patch
Probably
those
patch them
up.
up.
Yeah, we'll patch
Okay.
those up.
All right.
What happened to your desk?
What do you mean?
It looks like it's about to fall over.
That's looked that way for like years.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when we brought it to the Wilbur.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time we brought it to anything, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but we put it in the back of U-Haul and it.
Probably a mistake.
Yeah, not the
Dude,
best idea.
we didn't even use it, right?
Well,
You stood on it,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
sit
Oh, yeah.
there.
It was a visual.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Kirk's desk is going to have something to say about it, I'm sure.
I mean, this is supposed to be beat up desk. Like, that's the only problem. So we go somewhere new, is it going to be like, this place does have character.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Don't give up on this place yet, I would say.
Okay. All right.
Who knows? I don't know. Ooh, is it you, Justin?
yes.
Where'd you get this from?
Crescent Ridge. Mm-hmm. It's in Sharon.
Sharon. Okay. Yeah, this has a good feel to it. This is good, yeah. I used to drink chocolate milk all the time. Yeah, I don't know.
So they must still deliver that, right? Like that Crescent Ridge must still.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
I would think. Although,
Yeah.
who is getting that in 2024? The Mutt. Like, I don't even know who.
Yeah.
they got
Gallon a week.
Mutt has a tremendous overhead. It's just like, all he does is spend money on stuff.
I'm surprised you didn't go. I think it got kind of trampled over, but he was about to say, Well, one place I spend $60 a month, and then he was about to list other places.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know, and for my own mental health, I moved on. I'm dead serious. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, I'm not doing this.
It's at least $100 a month.
$720 a year, $60 a month, right?
To find out that the Steelers don't convert on third down.
Written by some guy who's dumb, like doesn't know anything. Like nobody knows anything.
If they knew it, they would just make money.
They'd be a fucking billionaire.
But it's not even about being dumb. It's those stats are correct. They might not play out that way this week. You know,
course not.
Who the fuck knows?
Nobody knows anything. There's a reason why they don't knock casinos down. They build them up. I know we do DraftKings reads. I think I'm fine with gambling if people are just having fun. But understand you're not going to win long term. I might get in trouble for saying that. I don't really care. But like this is just that we go have fun, have a good time. Nobody knows shit. Nobody. Not even me. I don't know anything.
I think that's why
I'm a genius.
Barstool's gambling was popular, because they would talk about losing. Whereas
Correct.
everyone else pretends they win all the time.
Yeah.
But if Mutt takes
Except
it
for that
that
idiot who said he was going to guarantee a win and got in legal trouble, but he's a bad guy.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Well, that's
Can't
what
lock
I-
it
You
away
can't
and
do
lose.
that.
No,
No,
just
that's what I'm
can't
saying.
part of
I
it.
got you.
I started not liking him. Yeah. What's that?
If you're Mutt and you take it that seriously, you're rummaging through you have to do the data yourself. Why not pay somebody to do it for you? Right?
Rummaging through what, Dave?
That's who he is. That's who he is, though.
So this weekend, the Cowboys are playing the Eagles. Say,
Yes.
right? I think that's a game this weekend, is it not? That's not a commercial for that.
That's right.
Who the fuck knows anything? Who knows? The Cowboys stink. The
Mutt's a
Eagles are good.
degenerate.
Yes.
I know. He's a horrible person.
So does the $60 a month save him $60 worth of time? That's the question.
Yes.
But when your time is worth
His time's worth nothing.
When your time is worthless.
You're right. No, okay, yeah. If I did that and I gambled, okay.
Right.
Like I make money. You do that. Everyone here works. So like, fine. I get that. He doesn't make any money. And by the way, he said to me, "How much do you make?" I told him, probably true. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to tell." Like, well, why don't you tell me? I'm gonna find out tonight. I'm gonna ask the bomber.
I don't think he makes a standard amount of money. He makes
You're right about that.
$500 here.
What do you think if I put a gun in your mouth and said to you, I'll shoot you, I'll shoot Alba, I'll shoot Kev, I'll shoot your mother. Although she's tough to hit. If we're being fair.
It's true. They tried their best.
She's a tough target. I'll kill everyone.
bullets.
I'll kill them all.
Yeah.
How much is Mike Manasseh going to make in 2024? Everything, the whole thing. The 2 cents every time you click on the thing, the high school appearances, everything. 2024.
I said, pull the fucking trigger.
as a singular person.
I'll let you go last. Because
Okay.
What would you say, Justin? I have a number in my head, and it's sad.
18.5.
It's not that sad.
18.
But it's probably not a bad guess.
18,000?
Yes.
Give me your
18. I thought he meant $18.
give me your
and 5 cents.
give me your math here. Let me see. Go ahead.
So he did
How much does he make off the Mutt stack?
off the Mutt stack. I'm gonna guess $5,000.
This is, by the way, a great addition to the show.
I think $5,000 is
Oh,
an
the
insane
whiteboard?
number.
Yes, I like having it.
Where is he getting $5,000?
Who?
from the
From
Mutts.
Muttstack.
I agree. That's too high.
We're spitballing here. You have a gun in your mouth.
He
Shut
does,
up.
he does have an ad. He does have an ad. in
Speak
there.
very well with the gun in your mouth.
An
Well,
ad.
yeah, but what is he? Dude, that's a click on it. You get 2 cents,
I'm
right?
I'm just
clicking
pointing it
on it
out.
now.
It's Justin's turn. We're gonna go around. Go ahead. $5,000 on Mutt stack. Go ahead. Continue.
$5,000 on Must.
By the way, these numbers will not add up to 18.5. just to be very clear.
We're off to a rough start.
I mean, this is his main
Less
source
than
of
a third of
income.
the way there.
This is his main. But all right, okay, all right. So Mutt stack $5,000.
Mutt stack $5,000.
Mohegan
Mohegan $3,000.
$3,000. Okay.
What?
He could make $300 a hit there. That's not impossible.
He did 10 shows there. Mike.
Yeah, I don't think that's not bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
$3,000. The Brook,
What's that?
the casino he does in.
By the way, you've got $10,500 left to come up with here, pal. I don't.
How many did he do? I went to 2 of them, but I think he did a couple other
We
ones.
did that one in Pennsylvania.
No, I'm not counting. I'm just counting Brook stuff. So we did he did the Ty
Justin's
Law.
gonna start making up things where he made money. He's like that.
Ty Law
Ty Law,
and the Bruins guy, the Avalanche guy.
Ray Bork.
Yes, Ray Bork.
Avalanche guy.
I'm gonna guess.
I had a parade for him.
It did tip him off to who he was talking about. So
Just don't listen to these guys. Everyone's a
So disrespectful today.
This is bullying.
that poopy thing was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm gonna guess.
I would guess Poopy was like some friend of his from high school or something.
Or I thought he was like shitting on Mick or something.
No,
maybe?
no.
Oh, you wouldn't do that.
One of
that's
one
a
of the
dick thing to
producers
say,
was
Mike.
shitting on Mick this morning.
That's not true. That is not
Focus
true.
focus on
That
the
is
number.
not true.
$3 grand.
Did you hear that, Mike, or no? Was he shitting on Mick or no?
That was not. Mike knows the
you hear
truth.
that, Mama
Mike
Kay?
knows the truth.
I'll tell you what
A
happened.
little bit.
I didn't hear that.
Dave made a comment that
Before I
Justin
got
is
here.
trying to spin.
He's manipulative. Thank you,
shitting
Mike.
on-
Thank you, Mike.
Gaslighter.
You and even if I said it, by the way, you can't break the bond that Mick and I have. You can't break it.
I can't argue that.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I was reading a tweet from a fan that was like, I can't listen to the show anymore. I've had enough. You just can't have on. And I figured the blank because people do hate Mick, whether you like.
Yeah, that's true.
See a lot of it.
Probably
And they're
me.
like, I cannot listen to Michael Montana anymore. That's like, he's
I've
like universally
tried and I've
liked. I
tried.
Look, we're all there. We're believe
Yeah,
me. Send me that person's phone number. I'll have lunch with him. I don't disagree. Go ahead.
Dave said, I can see saying that about like Mick.
because of all the tweets. No, that is
Which is-
not. He is manipulating it.
What am I
Did he say anything
manipulating?
incorrectly? Did he say any
You
word
just said-
incorrectly?
Did he just say it?
Did he misquote you?
No, he didn't misquote me. But
Okay.
he's taking it out of context.
Boy,
Mike,
you're not a Mick guy.
No, I'm a day one Mick guy actually.
No. No bigger Mick guy than me.
That is true.
Well, that's a definite.
That's
but
definite.
I'm a Mick guy.
yeah,
Go
through
ahead.
and through.
Guy almost died. He's 112 pounds.
So that's $3 grand from the book.
Keep doing this, Justin. You get $10,500.
Whoa, wait a minute. He said
$3 grand for the book?
from the Brook?
Okay.
From the Brook.
How many appearances?
I think he did like 3 or 4.
You think he got $1,500 in appearance
You're fucking
for?
I think he
crazy.
got. I think he gets like $1 grand in an appearance.
Okay, he definitely doesn't. But go ahead. You have
We're still not
11,000.
close.
$7,500 left.
And then he does the Pennsylvania racing stuff.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess.
If you want to just say, "Hey, I was wrong in my initial one," and you don't have to get yourself to 18,500. That's my point.
No, we're
You can amend it as you go along.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna guess from the racing stuff, 2,500. When he's doing the in-game hosting.
Yeah. Okay.
What else? What else has he done?
It's a great question.
You also have to take
That
away
pretty
all,
much encapsulates his whole existence right there.
He does the what was that? Not Odd Shopper, but that other thing we found. Sharp betting, Sharp Hunter.
well, they're sponsored.
His columns
I-
for
I-
shop for.
Oh, yes.
I think
Okay, sure.
$500 from that.
No, I would work that into the mutt stack though. I think that's
No
much
question.
Well,
high.
maybe you would. I wouldn't. I think
He
500?
He needs numbers here.
Do you think he pocketed any of that lacrosse raffle money?
That was not this.
That
That was
was
not. That was
last year.
2023.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
too
was
bad.
that was last year's
Believe me,
W2.
yeah, unfortunately, no. 1,000.
God, I'm trying to think.
13th. You're at 14 grand. You got to come up with another 4,500.
Are we including like when he goes to Milton and stacks up on clothes?
Did they give him money with those clothes?
No.
No.
There is value there though.
Oh, no question. No, we value
The
Milton's.
$20.
You know what? You should be
$20.
taxed on that. You
Right.
should be taxed on
Some
that.
people value Milton's. Other people who put together a list don't value Milton's. That's a different conversation. These store for men.
We'll
Go
get
ahead.
there.
Go ahead.
$20 from
I
his
think-
dad. Was that this year?
That was this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
There you go.
okay, yeah.
You're gonna turn
Better
out. He's
add
not.
that.
Don't turn out $20.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so you're at $14,020. 020. Dave.
Can I just do the monthly thing first instead of the total?
The monthly.
Yeah, like can I go by monthly? Because I'm
Sure.
just gonna guess a random number.
Sure.
So I'm gonna say the mutt stack brings in $1,500 a month. That's included.
From what? I can't hear it. Just stop. I get this.
Oh wait,
Go, hold on.
a year.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
I can't hear. I
a
can't
year.
hear. I can't fucking.
Thank God you couldn't hear that. I didn't say anything.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
I heard mutt stack. What
I
did you
said
say?
1,500 a month, and I meant a year.
It's a free newsletter. He doesn't charge.
Sorry.
You are such a
I got brain
retard,
fucked.
Dave.
I got brain fucked.
$1,500
I got brain
a
fucked. I want to
month?
do monthly. I want to do monthly.
I would say it doesn't bring $1,500. Hasn't brought in $1,500 yet.
That's not.
It's free.
Impossible.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has that sharp
Like
hunter ad.
blindmike.net. Blind Mike, go subscribe right now.
Yeah,
There
I
is-
charge these
There
fuckers.
is like you can see how much Mike is making.
I get it.
Right.
Like, I make a salary, so you can like this is.
But even on YouTube, like I get money for watch page ads and stuff. It's not that much.
No, of course not. Like it's no shame in it.
Right.
But Mike should be doing that
So I am on.
Yeah, definitely.
I
It's
am
not
on-
an amount I would turn away, but it's not a living.
for sure.
Can I do monthly? That's what I wanted to do. That's what I
Yes,
meant.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to drop it down a little bit. $150 a month from the mutt stack.
It's probably closer to reality and still, I think, overshooting it. But okay, so
No,
that's
from
how
literally
much
from the sharp hunter.
$150 a month, 1,500, 1,800 a year. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. 150 a month.
1,800. Go ahead.
He does 4 to 5, so I'm going to say 1,000. Let's just round up to $1,000 a month from the Mohegan Sun thing.
That is.
Dave, that's 12 grand this year. He's not making 12 grand this year.
That is.
He's only been doing it for a few months.
He's doing 10 episodes. You think you're giving him over $1,000?
You can't give him 12. You're not giving him 12 grand for the year though. He's not doing it every month.
No, I'm just doing monthly.
That's not, as always, it's not helpful with you because how many months?
$250.
How many months?
Episode.
I'm adding up.
3 months.
3 months. Give him 3 grand.
Yeah, we'll round up to 3 months, I guess.
Okay, 3 grand. Yeah, it's 4,800. Mutt would if he was Mike Manansky in 1818, he'd be making a killing right now. $4,800.
Very position.
Oh yeah, we did this. $4,800.
What U.S. presidents is he making more than?
That feels red 13 there, no?
Yeah.
4,800. Go ahead.
He does 4 speaking engagements at the Brook type of thing. I'm gonna say 200 per. So that's 800 a year.
Jeez, I was going to give him more.
I might actually too, just because you can fool, but not much more. No, I mean not much.
No,
more.
I was thinking like 4.
And then the racing stuff, I'm gonna go with
the racing stuff.
Yeah, like when he goes and does. I'm gonna go less than 200. I'm gonna say like 150 a day.
So how much for the year?
And he probably does.
Why do you care about a month versus a year? You can just multiply it by 12.
It's just easier to say like that.
No,
I think.
it's not.
It's easier to say a month. There's more letters in the word month.
Right,
Why is it easier?
150.
You screwed it up right at the beginning. You said 1,500 a month.
I know,
too,
but
so it can't be easier.
They're doing fine. They're doing fine. 150 per
Why is
racing
it easy?
appearance.
Why is a month easier?
Because I'm just thinking like as he's living his life, like month to month.
Right.
It's like more difficult.
And also, the question was, how much did he make this year?
Right, but I said I wanted to do month because then it says
Why not
like
week?
exactly how much is being
How much
paid.
you make last
not
hour?
Minute by minute.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
All right.
So what did you say for the racing thing?
The racing 150 per appearance. I think he does like 6 a year, maybe.
That's $900.
Yep.
Right? Am I wrong?
Yep.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's all I got. I don't think there's any other revenue.
That
streams.
gets him to 4,800, 5,600, $6,500.
65. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Mama K, go ahead.
Well, I don't know all the breakdown of what he does, but
You do. You
I
watch
just
the
heard
show.
it. I just heard it.
there's no-
I was going to go higher originally with but now hearing the breakdown, I am definitely making a lot more than him delivering my groceries to people in my town.
I would
For
imagine.
sure.
No need to flex. This is an exercise about
Well,
money.
I thought it might.
Okay,
I
Steve
thought it might.
Foster.
No, I thought it might be the same until we just broke it down. So now I'm thinking he's at about 10 grand.
10 grand.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike?
After this exercise, my number was much higher.
Really? What was your higher?
Well, no, I'm sorry, before this exercise.
Exactly. That's what I was just saying.
What was it?
I was going to say 12,000.
Oh, that was your old number.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, my sad number was higher than that even, but go ahead.
Now I'm going to say like 8.
8K.
Yeah.
My number was $14,060.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was.
Where'd the 60 come in?
Lincoln made $25,000 a year.
That's not bad. He did?
We've done this.
He did? How much is that today's money? Remember, it's 5 years later than last time we asked this question. So it's
Yes.
even more now.
That's about where I ended up after my shrewd negotiations. I ended up in Lincoln territory.
It's not bad. See, Justin's finding the wrong year when he does the search. I can see how somebody, I like Montante, I can see how somebody wouldn't, though, because he's so obnoxious.
You don't
I
see
don't-
a
I
lot
don't
of it.
think
though.
of him as
That was my only
Oh,
point.
I agree. I love having Montante here.
Yeah,
but I can see why somebody wouldn't like him.
just
Also,
don't-
I'm sure it's maybe politically based.
You think?
It always is.
25,000 in 1865 is worth 483,000.
It's pretty good money.
Righteous bucks.
Good for Mark.
Oh, so it stayed about on what the president makes now is about on pace with that.
The president makes that much now?
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
so.
used to not be the
It's
case.
500,000.
Really?
Because
No
Trump
need to nickel
would
and dime
always,
me. We're pretty close.
Yeah. Well, Trump gives it back, right? Is that his thing?
Depends on if they're laundering money through Ukraine.
That's true.
You said it, sister.
Amen. I will say
$400,000 a year.
Mutt makes $4,400 this year.
Are you shitting me?
What was your original sad number? You said
14,000. Yeah. I once you really break it down,
Yeah,
it's
we all dropped our number.
it's
I think.
unbelievable. There's a moment even the other day where he did. I was like, "You're not working. You're doing this. It's crazy." Oh, he won't do Barstool, but he'll be like, "Won't they jump on just do like Montante's gambling show on the Sunday for no reason, for no money?"
Yeah.
It's just weird.
What is the play on words there?
What's that?
Degen zone.
Degenerate
Gambler, I
I get
guess.
zone. degenerate.
Yeah, what's the zone part though?
Right.
It's kind of like a sporty thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense.
Well,
They're
what are you
in
gonna
the
say?
zone.
What are you just going to call it?
This-
Degenerate?
this
It's like the red zone. Like
Is it not?
Oh,
Does ESPN have a restaurant called ESPN
they
Zone?
used
They
to.
used to, yeah.
Oh.
the Gen Zone? But what is that?
That's kind of a play on words.
It is the Gen and ESPN Zone. I get that. Doesn't that been closed for like 20 years?
That also can't be it.
I think they're just saying it's the zone. Like we're in the zone, the gambling
The zone of degenerates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the zone. We're all
The
together.
Gen Zone.
We're all together in
Yep.
the zone.
It feels like it's a play on something, but I'm not.
I'm
getting
guessing
it.
it's not giving
Yeah.
Charlie and
That's
Montante.
too much credit.
Probably not.
Too much credit.
Okay, so there you go. So why are we talking? Oh, for tonight. So there you go. I guess. The point is, if he's spending $60 a month, that's $720 a year just on that one. If he has 5 or 6 of them, we're not even counting how much he loses every year gambling, which is a lot.
And he buys the equipment
But it
that he does
can't
for
be.
Mohegan Sun.
Wait, he's got other people in his life have money.
I guess, but like
He has taken loans from people. I guarantee you. Can't do that. I guarantee you.
I also I'm empathetic to this plight because I've done this math in my head. Like when I started my Patreon,
Yeah.
I was like, I can't imagine living in a world where I'm like, Alba, can I have a few dollars?
Yeah.
to go? You know what I mean? Like where does he get like money for stuff?
He can't have any money saved up from his radio. There's no.
well, how
chance.
much was he like? Was he making like
He's in debt.
150 grand in radio?
He said 100.
He said he had credit card debt, right?
He wasn't making any more than 100. He was a night guy.
For how many years?
He was at nights for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years probably. He did middays. He was in the mornings for a bit. I mean, he was a radio guy. He's probably making 80, 90 grand a year for 8 or 9 years.
But if you've saved money, you don't have 10,000 in credit card debt, right?
I agree. Although if you're making 80 grand and you have 2 kids, that's not much, right? I don't think. No.
Today in 2024?
No, that's what I mean. So we'll find out.
I'm McKay's making more on her
We
grocery.
won't find
That's true. No, we will never. He won't tell us.
out. We won't find out.
He will not
This
tell us.
is
So
the-
there you go. Yeah. What else is going on?
Kamala Harris conceded the election yesterday.
She did. It was a great moment in American history.
Yep.
Yes. Jimmy Kimmel cried.
Sure did.
That's tough. It's tough to see.
I think that's great comedy now.
Watching him.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like it's
Yeah.
I saw somebody tweet. They're like, I don't even know how SNL writers could come up with something funny right now.
They're probably thinking the exact same thing.
They get the perfect host not to be funny this week. I'll say that.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of,
Wait.
hard
Yeah.
Why children? They're
What do
going to
you
live now.
No, they'd be ripped away from their. They'd be ripped away from their.
Oh, those
And
children.
these
Okay.
girls, these 8 or 9-year-old girls who are going to get pregnant now can't kill their baby.
Gotcha.
This is horrible thing.
Okay,
Like,
I
come
see.
on.
Girls and boys, don't forget.
That's true. Boys can get pregnant.
That's right.
Go ahead.
for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go,
Didn't they vote for him?
They did.
for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism.
I can't even say it in the audience. Like, so sometimes I'll think, geez, these people probably went to see a comp, but these people all know what they're going to.
Oh,
That was
this
kind
has
of
been,
a.
there's been years of this now. Like, that's not. They know what they're going to see last night.
Did you catch that pause though? He's kind of like, why isn't everyone?
Where's the sign?
Come on, guys.
I mean, yeah. I didn't watch much of Vice President Harris's speech. What'd you think of it, Dave?
I actually thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't play the blame game too much. Or
And
anything like
Biden is
that,
speaking this morning, right?
She didn't bring up
believe so.
Biden at all in that.
Did she not?
She thanked
No.
him
No?
quickly. She thanked
She
him.
did. Yeah.
Hardly.
While
no.
I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Preach.
Like I'd say you said yesterday you think her political career is
Dead.
done, but the media was trying to prop her back up
Right,
yesterday,
right.
and then she did a good job with this speech. So maybe
Sure,
that's,
she'll
yeah.
be on MSNBC and she'll maybe be senator even. She's never.
I was
been
gonna say, people
president.
forget too. Like
They're
in
destroying her though
California or
today.
something.
The Democrats are destroying her campaign today. Like they are looking for us. They tried to blame Biden. Now they're blaming her.
Yeah.
They're picking over the dead carcass.
The only
Like,
person who
they-
enjoyed Trump winning more was Biden. Biden
for sure.
loved. I mean, just human nature. Like,
Did
what?
you see Jill in the red dress when
That's
she
what.
voted?
Yeah, people were saying that
a
was
sign.
Montante and Mom were saying that yesterday. Yeah, who knows? So he speaks today, and then Trump goes to see him this week or something. Is that right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Whatever. It's. I have a horrible kind of fight with a good friend of mine last night who's a liberal, and he was like mad at me on the phone. I'm like, I didn't vote for the guy, and B, like, what are you getting so worried? He's like, my kids and this and that. I'm like, what?
Was it Poland?
What do you propose? It was
I
not.
was gonna say he's abstaining from listening.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm like, what do you propose me to do? Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, because he's like, he said, do you want to talk about the election? I'm like, sure. I said, I think this and this. I said in the show yesterday. He's like, I don't blame the Democrats at all. I'm like, well, then I can't have a conversation with you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, it's this thing where he's like, every Republican is stupid. Everybody who votes for Trump is.
But that's why.
And I said, you just gave birth to Trump. That attitude birthed Trump. That's why it galvanized the right. And by the way, if somebody's dumb, Mike Montante's dumb, right? He's mentally retarded, like he is. But like
there's nothing wrong with that,
right? He could vote the same as somebody who has a 300 IQ. Who cares? Everyone gets a vote. That's what makes America great.
Right. And
again,
I didn't vote for Trump, but I just don't hate him, and I
don't either.
I have to defend him in arguments where people are like,
He's
"Well, I
Hitler.
care for human rights," and it's like, well, don't make it seem
Right.
like I
They
don't
put you-
care about
right.
human beings. Like, what are
that's
you talking
exactly right. So what's going on last night? Where he's like, well, I guess you don't care about immigrants. And I was like, I'll be honest. I said, I do. I said, we're at a point in this country's history where we have too much immigration. A lot of it's illegal, and it needs to be taken care of, or it's going to be a complete catastrophe. Like, we need to figure this out. I hope it's done in a humane fashion. We'll see. I don't know.
Massachusetts isn't going to abide by it anyway. So
That's what our friend Governor Healy said.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. All I know is that I thought the Democrats. I actually listened this morning while I was running to two great things. I listened to Kane's listening on 3 Up, 3 Down, some of that, and I listened to Pod Save America. And I think I disagree with those guys on everything. I thought they did a very good job breaking down what's wrong with the Democratic Party. They're like, look, hey, like, we could sit here and say Trump's evil. We could say Trump's Hitler. Trump's the worst. We hate him, which we do. But it worked. And we need to figure out what they're doing right and what we're doing wrong. Very smart. And they talked about it. I thought they did a good job. So, like, there should be more conversations like that in the Democratic Party. Why is Donald Trump, for years growing up, blue-collar voters were Democratic voters. Yeah. Like union, go-to-work, lunch pail guys. Those are Trump guys now. Like, and you're going to lose a Latino vote. So, I mean, it's like you got to figure your shit out or you're not going to win again for a long time.
Well, I had a woman on my Facebook, former neighbor, just go off, all because I just said, welcome back, President Trump. And she went and she said, you have 2 daughters, you have a son of color, she was just, and how could you vote? And she just went off on this whole thing. I'm so glad I moved away from you.
Dave, do we know she had a son of color before we booked her or no?
We didn't know that.
That's fine. We'll get through it. We'll get through it today. That's fine. Don't text Steve about that. Yeah, but like people get
There's
super.
no chill. Jeez.
There's no, and it's just like,
God.
and they haven't learned their lesson, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
It's very pompous and elitist. Whereas if they had someone that said like, "Hey, listen, say what you want about Trump. I think he's a horrible president. He's funny, and that's why like he's relatable, and that's why people like if they tried to understand why Trump got votes." And a guy just said that, you'd be like, "Oh, I would vote for him."
I think part of the reason is because part of the reason is that he spoke to something that people are missing. Like they have made the last 10 years, the Democratic Party has made white guys out to be devils.
Right.
They just have. And look, a lot. I totally get some perspective where they're coming from, but like after a while, people are gonna be like, "No, we're voting. We now get to speak." So
and their whole issue is abortion. That's it. Like
that's
it.
They're one party. Yeah.
And they get mad that they can't possibly end the life of their kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
What else, Dave?
Well, we played a little bit of The View yesterday, but do you see the part where the woman was like, "Oh, we need to regulate social media"?
I did see that. Well, that's also that's going to be the next. That's what and that's what my buddy was saying last night on the phone. He's like, it's part of it because Elon Musk has this huge platform and he used it to get Trump elected. And I'm like, I don't know what to say about this. Sure.
I also like the mentality of like, well, one candidate won, and we need to do everything in our power to stop that party from winning ever again.
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, there's only 2.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. What else, Justin? What do you got?
A lot of political stuff.
Okay. Well,
Did you hear Colbert too, though? Colbert was pretty sad himself.
did he have a tough day?
He did.
We hear Kimmel cry. I'm sorry, I didn't hear Kimmel cry.
For NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
But he was president. Remember?
I know.
Yeah.
They forget.
The world ended.
They forget.
The world ended.
Everybody's in their concentration camps.
Oh, Jesus. What else?
You see, the show got taken down yesterday.
Yeah, what happened? It was our guy, Zach Bryan?
Yeah, Zach
That pussy,
Bryan.
Jesus. Zach Bryan, you're a bit.
Crying.
I'll work on it later. Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
NDAs in your DNA.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Was that person in studio yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Brianna Chicken Fry was in our studio yesterday
Wow.
doing we'll just call it a vivid video with Justin, and we'll leave it at that.
Interesting.
Yes.
About
Justin,
time.
there was one of those parody ones where just like, how you doing? I'm a Zach Bryan. Like, she's like, I'm mad at you. He's like, how mad are you? That kind of thing. Yeah. Kind of Rodney Dangerfield for some reason. Yes.
I'll tell you.
It's a big day for Kirk's desk. I'll just say that.
Oh, now that's why it looks like that.
Jon Stewart's face never changed during the whole thing. How was she very emotional or no?
Yes, she was.
How was she with you?
She was very nice.
Yeah. So Mick's right.
Yes. Mick
Those are Mick's sources, right? Mick said she was nice, right? Is that what his Cape sources
Yes.
told him?
He did.
Wow.
So she was here doing the one with Dave and
Josh Richards.
Josh Richards,
Yeah.
yes. Who's just stares straight ahead the whole time.
I believe he said a couple things.
I have a nickname for him. I thought of it yesterday because he looks straight ahead during a popular show and says nothing. He's kind of younger and looks weird. I call him Gay Jayhawk.
It's fun.
Not bad, right?
Does he not talk on that show?
Yeah, not bad.
That's
See?
good. That's
See?
good.
See, you like that, Justin?
That's really good.
Thank you, that boy. Thank you very much. There you go.
Does he not talk on that show?
I don't think so. Who is he?
He's a TikToker.
Probably has 97 billion followers on TikTok.
Yeah,
Find,
he's huge.
a
Yeah.
How is he? Is he related to anybody, or is he just
No, he just came out of nowhere, I think. Yeah.
okay?
Let me find a Josh Richards video.
Oh, okay. So, what Chicken Fry was here talking about Zach Bryan?
Yes.
Was she crying?
Because
Or no?
they haven't done an episode of BFFs with her since
She was sitting in Mike's seat.
Oh man,
She was sitting in Mike's seat, I believe. Yes.
First person to cry in that seat since Mike about his grandmother. I think.
probably.
I think so. Which was big overreaction.
In hindsight,
Totally fine.
still fine.
Yeah, still alive.
Still ticking.
Yeah, almost too old now.
How to drive.
I hope we don't crash.
Yeah, me too. We're using my car.
Okay, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because Josh brought us to this parking lot that is literally full
picture
of
Harry
cars.
laughing
This
away at
parking
this.
lot is
Full.
empty.
Okay, so this one speeds and this one stops.
Who was that
This
with
is the
him?
gas.
His
This
girlfriend?
is the brakes, is what most people call
Is that
it.
the guy
He's
who's
got
like,
a foot on
"What's
the
up,
gas
Scott?
pedal,
What's his
foot on
name?
the
The
brakes."
gay guy?
Sketch?
Yeah, no.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Was Conan saying? Were you talking about the group that he came up with on TikTok?
Just calling Bart watches his videos all day.
I do not, but I just remember when that whole, I forget, they're not the Nelk Boys, obviously, but they have a name like that. Something along those lines.
I
They
don't
had
know
a
who
whole
the Nelk
crew.
Boys. I don't know who the Nelk Boys are.
They're very popular.
I know. I saw
Yeah.
the idiot who's a bald.
Dana
idiot.
White?
Yeah,
Dana White,
something.
yeah.
I'm like, who are those guys? Do you know? I don't even know who
I
they
don't
are.
know.
They're like a Canadian prank YouTuber.
And they started a popular seltzer too. Happy Dad.
Right.
Oh,
think
and
does
Trump was
very
on their
well.
show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
they're
OJ
big-
was on their
big
show,
Trump
too.
guys.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. I was messaging with a member of the Trump family last 24 hours on a couple messages back and forth between them.
Baron.
Mary.
Huh?
I said Mary.
No, not Mary.
I said Baron.
Not Mary. No.
Junior.
No. Former friend. Well, friend of the program, I suppose, according to him. So we'll see. I don't know.
Oh, former guest.
Maybe not. I don't know. Baron is tall, though. Jesus Christ.
Is
he gonna keep growing?
I think he's only like 18.
How old is he?
Well, boys stop growing
He's
about that
probably
age,
about
right?
done. Yeah.
Think. I want to be like 8 feet tall, though. It's just funny. Trump has like a 7-foot son.
Well, he's also really thin, so it makes it makes him look even taller and ganglier.
He's 6'10".
Oh no, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
I like that every podcast Trump went on, he always
he
said-
loves that.
He goes, Baron told me you got to check these guys
yeah,
out.
you.
He vetted all of them.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I mean, that's, smart, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Put it this way, like we said yesterday, didn't hurt anyone on those. That's for sure.
No.
They didn't,
No.
because they were so surprised. Like they didn't even do any polling on how much it helped or hurt, but it sure didn't hurt.
You think
And you were saying it didn't really matter, but I think part of it is I think part of the reason Kamala was such a terrible candidate is if she went on those,
Yeah, it's more that she
it
didn't.
would have
go
been
on
an
them.
abomination if she
Right,
went on.
yeah, right. I think it's. Although I think Rogan would have held her hand, honestly.
Yes, but I still think she wouldn't have been able. He would. I think he
3
would have been.
hours?
He wouldn't have grilled her, but he would have done the thing he did
She
with
was
Trump, where it's like,
light
well, let's
herself.
answer the question.
Right.
she
you know?
melted down with softballs from The View, so
Yeah.
I mean, 3 hours with him would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
But I just think it's great that the Republican Party finally got like some hipness to it, because you think Mitt Romney would have done any of that shit?
No,
like they
definitely
were
not.
the squares that no one.
Yeah. No, they've turned, like, that's the thing. I mean, like Kamala went on with Alex Cooper and just talked about abortion. Like she should have. There's got, like, by the way, Rogan would have grilled her, right? Okay, but I get that would have been a tough spot. But like Will and Taylor would have been a tough spot.
Right.
She could have just bullshitted with them.
Yeah.
Like, there was no political talk. Like she should have found that middle ground.
Right.
Where there's no
if
question.
She's doing the fucking whatever they do in Chicago, the yak thing.
The Act Challenge.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
there you go. I've been asked to be removed from that historically. I believe that has happened. What else is going on?
Joy DeCaro reacted to the election.
She did.
Yeah.
So many millions of Americans told us today that sexually assaulting women is not a deal breaker. I'm not just talking about the men.
Wait, what?
Obviously, that doesn't surprise me coming from the men. But the women who said sexually assaulting women is not a deal breaker.
When Don Rickles was older, he did this series of like on AARP sponsored. There was this Dinner with Don. Did you ever watch it? It's on YouTube.
It does sound familiar.
De Niro and Scorsese. He went to these restaurants and talked. De Niro and Scorsese were a guest one time, which I liked. A bunch of different people. And Paul Rudd was on. He was super nervous. And Rickles gave him this line. He was old, but he still had it. That makes me think when she talks like that. Paul Rudd just yaps away about nothing for like 30 seconds. A pause, and Rickles looks at him and says, "You're alone a lot, aren't you?"
What is she talking about?
She's saying because Trump
is
sexually assaulted, and she's saying President Trump sexually assaulted women, so everybody who went to the voting booth is okay with that.
Big
It'd take me
we say.
Including women.
Probably 8 seconds to find something about Julie DeCaro praising Bill Clinton. Maybe it would take me 8 seconds. So it's like, we can do this all day. And that's what my buddy got mad about last night, because he's like, are you comfortable with somebody who Trump's sexual assault history? I said, I guess not. I said, are you comfortable with with young women walking around the White House if the president's husband, impregnated his nanny?
Right.
Like, we can do this all day. Like, he's like, that's not the same thing. I'm like, I know, but like, why are we getting bogged down in this stuff? I just feel bad for Julie. She's welcome here anytime. What else?
That is what I went. I had to pull clips from my show tonight, and I just went on TikTok, and the first 3 videos I saw were young girls going, "If you voted for Donald Trump, go fuck yourself."
Yeah, that was you're right. That's a 2024 version of people like skipping school.
Yeah.
In 2016, though, like, Kate was like, kids in the high school were like devastated.
Really?
Like all worked up. And Kate's like, oh.
Can we ban girls crying in their cars about
Coleman did
anything?
it after the basketball games.
That's true. Can we ban, can we ban girls?
But here's what I'll say about Coleman. He did it in private. What I always say about
he put it on social media.
Oh, that's true.
He was looking at his phone. He wasn't even upset after the games.
What I always say about these videos is like, well, you're pulling your phone out and filming it. Like you're
it's performative.
You have the presence of mind to film yourself and put it online.
Yeah, right. But that you were right that it's less crazy than it was 8 years ago, but it's almost different, though. It's like...
Sure. I knew people would do that type of shit, but in 2016, it was happening on the news.
Well,
on Saturday Night Live.
Well, we just played Jimmy Kimmel. We played The View. Like, we played
Kimmel
Colbert.
Does that every night. I'm saying,
right.
it came out of nowhere, whereas now it's
we have nothing to compare it to.
We've seen these people do this for 8 years. It's going to be all the same people doing that shit.
Bill Burr will fly up my chart if he dresses up like Kamala Harris and plays the piano. I will never criticize him again if he does
I'll be
that.
curious what he does, because he's not a political guy at all, really.
No, he's going to do his whole, like...
Chappelle usually gives, like, a thoughtful speech on,
which is
life.
boring, yeah. Like,
I don't know what Burr's going to do.
He'll play both sides.
Kamala Harris will be on again Saturday playing herself. That's my prediction.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah. Like,
Until
she's
the
going to
nation,
she's going to console Maya and the country. Yeah. Is what
she's going to be Mamala.
She's going to be Mamala. Yeah. We can write it right now. And now, by the way, now that Trump's back in office, the Diet Coke bit is alive. Or no, damn it, that was Hunter Biden. Fuck.
Oh. Well, here's what you do.
Were you there for that, Dave, or no?
No, I don't think
that was
so.
Craig?
I think he was with Jerry.
Were you with Jerry when Jerry did the Adam Carolla thing? Where he pitched the comedy sketch?
Guess I wasn't too into the Mary Callahan show.
He wasn't listening.
I remember it from this show. I don't remember.
Because when he was on, remember when he was on Corolla?
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been with him, I think. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because I was still talking. I was in Walhalla.
Oh, right, because he was on Corolla. I wasn't like producing it.
Yeah, I've told the story.
Yeah.
I literally heard him start to say it, and I pulled the car over in anticipation because I was like, oh, he's going to do this to Corolla.
Right.
Here's what you do now.
Yeah.
It's a better sketch now. Because now Trump gets back into office, and his old Diet Coke button
it's kicking around
brings
still.
him Hunter Biden's Coke. And he's like, what the heck?
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's not bad. What else?
I have Rickles.
There's a place called Young Israel of Flatbush in a place called Jackson Heights, Long Island. It was a small synagogue.
Do you remember your bar mitzvah piece?
Are you alone a lot?
I don't know.
I'm 90 years old. I remember the Haftorah.
Rudd was super nervous. He actually was very likable on Paul Rudd. What else going
on? Stephen Gloucester came back yesterday just to say thank you for being included.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about his name on Twitter now being SFG.
Is it really?
You guys know who I am.
It's kind of like when Erica Nardini changed her name. Like she's trying to rebrand herself. Yeah. Like you can't. Once you're Steve from Gloucester, you're Steve from Gloucester.
Right.
The rebranding is. It's like I think Brianna Chicken Fry doesn't want to be called Brianna Chicken Fry anymore. Somebody said.
Oh really?
You can't. She wants to be
She wants to
something
be
else.
her real
but
last
she-
name.
Yeah, she started doing that. 'Cause she's more serious now.
She's at least doing the opposite. He's saying like, You guys know who I am. SFG.
Right.
Steve
That's true.
Everyone knows what
I
that
like
stands for.
I like his bio. Trump, politics plus sports fan, had a pod. Avid Reaver, KMS fan, and former third chair who Kirk whacked. Jeff Lowe, John P., and the social media seagulls are scum.
Who's John P?
Who's John P?
Pelletier.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know why?
What? I mean, he is scum, but why him?
Because he made a joke about his daughter.
The daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually
I have her
legitimate.
number. Yeah.
You know, that's actually legitimate.
We're all disturbed by that.
That is actually fair. He
Yeah,
did
that
say
is-
He
that's
did say one
actually
of sex with.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll give Steve that.
Catching up to the @Kirkman Show, and I'm grateful to be a part of the Kirkman Show @Kirkman Show Top 50
Just
list.
catching up. Yeah.
Thank you, @Menners, and the selection committee for this honor. Being a part of
You're
KMS
welcome.
was a rewarding experience. Kirkman, @Blind Mike, and the producers are first class. Stay well, everyone.
Thank you, Steve.
I think he's like just catching up. It was like a day after the show.
I listened to some McCain's show, and they broke down. But this was a disaster. So first of all, I didn't know this. They said you were on the committee.
Yes. Yes.
Originally, Ned Snark,
Yes.
Freddie Lynn, who I don't know other than seeing the shows. He's never been here. And who was the other one? My
Well,
friend
no,
said?
that's it. Menners oversaw
Menners.
like just the.
I heard that
final say.
Menners jumped in and said Steve cannot be number 2.
Yeah. So
That's you can't do that.
Well, he
I
wasn't.
appreciate it.
He wasn't.
sure.
He wasn't number 2 anyway.
Even with you, even your list.
No, I had him number 3.
Okay.
So the way I went about my list, because everybody did their own list, and then we brought them on one big spreadsheet, and then it was like Freddie's idea was to just do an accumulative ranking based on. So if someone was
So
at
6,
I've
8,
had,
8
I've
or
had this
something.
confirmed, by the way. It's all good information.
Yes.
Are you working the beat on this?
So
People have reached out.
This is your thing.
Well,
I should probably leave.
I am the source, Mike. So I can conform.
He double sources.
So I had my whole thing with my ranking was to look at like a weighted thing.
Can you print out the list for me, Justin?
Sure.
So I
You can
had
be an
a,
asshole about it, Justin. Jesus. Did you hear that, Mike, or no?
Fine, I guess. That's what you want.
Fucking job.
If I have to.
Jesus
I have it here
Christ.
as well, but
Thank you.
so
I don't like the poopy thing.
I apologize for that.
He's the guy busts his ass at these. No pun intended. At these shows.
Here's my only defense.
You call him Meat Boy next because he works at the deli? Like, what the hell?
Did Shane and Justin probably didn't cross paths, right?
They've been at live shows together.
We went to Madawaska together.
Yeah. Remember Shane was in Madawaska with us.
Oh, yeah, no excuse.
Yeah, remember because Justin was like, hey, poopy boy, where's the library? Like, hey, you know.
Oh, if it isn't shit stain.
It's like his own brother on him. That was a big trip,
Skid mark.
that second Madawaska trip. Go ahead, Mama K, I'm sorry.
So I had a weighted list where it would be I had like categories. If you worked for KMS, if you were ever a regular or a third chair.
What's that noise, dude?
Nothing, just printing for you.
You're making a printing noise?
When I went up,
Yeah.
The
It
printer
printed
is
weird.
making a
It
printing
printed
noise.
weird.
It scared you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
If you
It's scary.
if you were in the KMS lore or history, if
I've
you-
also confirmed that she would use that exact term.
Lore?
Yes.
I don't like that. Yeah,
it's on my list.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I have. If you were a caller, an enemy, talked about a lot.
Everything's in play.
Everything. So I had a weighted thing. So if someone checks off all those things, the
right.
higher you're going to be
You
on
get
my
a 10
list.
or something.
Yeah, you just get weighted higher on the list. So
Okay.
that's how I did it. So Steve, I actually had Steve number 4 on my list.
Wow.
And my thinking on this,
Justin 3?
I had Justin 3, and
I've heard some of that,
And
Mike.
this is because
This is news to you, Mike, or no?
It's news that she did that. I don't find that crazy, though.
I have Justin higher.
Steve's just been away for a while.
Well, you hate Steve. But yeah, go ahead.
It's,
not true.
it's kind of he gets higher on the longevity of being in the world,
Mm-hmm.
being a part of the show for a longer time. Steve has massive impact. He scores very high there.
Sure, well,
But
yeah.
he's gone away a little bit. And I also
Thank
think,
you, Justin, for doing all that. I'm sorry to put you through that, buddy.
Normally, Justin.
Fine, whatever.
Normally, Justin's
Fuck you.
very, very willing to do anything for you, except for right now.
You hear that, Justin? She had you number 3 or 2?
3.
3.
I had Blind
Mike
Mike
too.
number 2 because
Hey, thanks.
he had.
You know what I thought of? Before we get to that, I'm curious what you guys think about this. Think about impact on the show. Because I do wonder how much of it is impact of me is built. He's been on a roll lately. Like, shouldn't Peter Minahan be on this list?
So we decided.
I mean, if he wasn't nice to me, this show wouldn't exist.
Right, but then
That's where it gets.
Well, that gets gray because then his
Yeah.
parents
Philosophical.
didn't have
But that's
sex.
two. That is like A and B.
We decided.
Like Peter Minahan without like without the way he like. I think that's huge. He should be on the list.
We took
more important than Tim Ridgewood.
I think last year you said no.
I know. But I thought about it because he's been, especially because he's been on a roll lately.
Right.
Like I don't, you know.
Well, we made the parameters from the beginning that
Who's we?
The committee.
Okay.
Like
But Menners told you to do it.
No, Menners was not involved.
You buying this, Dave?
He was not involved in the
Menners
first
was
meeting.
certainly involved.
He was
certainly in every aspect.
He was involved mainly
He's
at
a
the
dictator.
end. He mainly at the end. But no, we had a meeting without Menners. It was Ned, Freddie, and I. And our parameters that we put out was that no, we weren't going to include the influences on you in your personal life. That it was going to be directly.
Yeah, but
that's why there was no Bruce or Freddie.
But Peter Manion is more important than Bruce Springsteen to this show. No, Justin.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that his.
Honestly,
he's
Bubba
more of a
should be.
character.
Bubba should be a candidate right now.
Yeah.
Where's Bubba Trudell? I didn't hear
He
his
might have
name.
been on someone's list. I don't know. Well, we all did our lists. We got together.
Yeah, go ahead.
There were people that I didn't have on my list that they had, vice versa.
Who did you have on your list that didn't make it?
Let me see. I had Cinema Lords on my list.
Okay.
That didn't make it. I had MHB on my list. That didn't make it.
He is weird lately, huh, Mike? What happened?
But
I only heard you guys talk about it. I haven't seen.
He's just weird on Twitter now.
Is he?
I mean, he always was, right? But he's even now.
Well, he pops in and out, so I didn't know.
That's
I didn't realize
right.
he was
Yeah,
active.
he's in a pop-in stage right now. He's got some different name going or something. I don't know. Have you seen this, Justin?
He was very upset at me for voting for my dad.
He wasn't happy about that.
He's like, Trump won at Justin Trudeau, can't celebrate. Fuck him.
Yeah,
fuck
he was
Bill Trudeau.
very
And I'm
mad.
like,
Yeah.
you do realize
I don't think Trump was winning Massachusetts.
Well, I mean, who knows?
He tweeted yesterday that it was reported that Bridgewater went 91% Trump.
It's probably didn't happen, no?
And he was like, some people in Massachusetts threw away their vote. And then you look it up and it was a
It was just a bullshit.
miscalculated.
Yeah.
They actually lost.
Yeah, I don't think he's in 91% of any town. Go ahead, Mama K.
I had Josh and James on my list.
That's good.
But who didn't even know who they were was Ned.
Oh my god!
What?
He said when we got together.
Dave, what?
What?
Thank you.
I mean, I love
He
Ned.
likes the Kevin one. I prefer Riggs. if
Give
I'm
me
being
a
honest.
bunch. Do you have a bunch? The what? What?
Thank you.
What? What?
What?
That's what we
What
got.
was that last one?
Tim Marco.
Let me hear it.
What?
There's more. There's a bunch more.
We had like a
Oh, I'm
minute
sure we
long.
have more, but that was
Good.
It's all Dave's.
That's all I'm doing.
How does he lose drops?
I didn't lose them. That's in a file he can look at.
I'm sure we have many. We have plenty more. Oh, you want them? Ned Stark didn't know who they were?
Yeah, he seemed to lean
You all right,
on,
Justin?
on
What's
the
wrong?
more.
I slept on my neck wrong and it's fucking.
Okay, but you have to be fucking Daniel Day-Lewis about it.
All day.
I mean, he's literally like, oh,
I'm just stretching.
I've abandoned my child.
it's like Trump making fun of the disabled guy. He's like,
it.
well, don't go tonight then.
No, I have to go.
If you're doing this, don't go. I don't want this act next
Okay.
to me during the. You fix it. No pain.
Fixed, no pain.
I don't need the Justin neck bit.
He was on the floor this morning.
Everything.
I was on the floor putting paper in the printer.
No, you were stretching. I heard the noises too.
I was putting paper in the printer.
Well, how's it hurt? Where's it hurt?
Like right back here.
You need some biofreeze.
I put some icy hot on it.
Give him a massage.
Dave, give him a little rub,
Yeah,
Dave.
give me
No.
Use the elbow. Use the elbow.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
It's got to hurt. We brought that guy in that day. It hurt.
Yeah, but it's all like he's just got to play that one out. You can't do anything with the neck, right?
You just slept funny on it? How do you
Yeah.
sleep?
It's probably a pinch nerve.
Side?
on my back.
On your back. You must snore like crazy.
I don't think I do, but people tell me.
You're a
I've
big
slept in
fat
a
so
room with
sleeps on
him.
your back. You know, not snoring?
I don't remember. I don't remember him snoring.
Really?
I think he does at times, not consistently.
What were you wearing? Pajamas? Nude? What were you doing last night?
naked.
Naked. It's quite an image.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. I remember taking a video of him snoring pretty loudly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he doesn't
I
snore.
thought that was Will.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, go ahead. List. Oh, list. Yes. So Ned didn't know who they were.
So I felt like his original list when the three of us got together, and we had the Google sheet. He didn't have many of the new people at all.
He's one of these old guys.
Yeah, and so when we were just kind of hitting up some of the names at the bottom of the list, and he goes, "And who the fuck are Josh and James?"
That's disqualifying.
Well,
How does Menners not kick?
So
am I wrong, Mike?
so
Does he
did kick
just
him
not
off.
listen to the podcast in the last year?
I guess not, right?
He remembered when I reminded who it was. He's like, "Oh yeah, the basketball stuff. I really wasn't into that as much." So,
That's not good, Dave.
but he did get kicked off. Not for that. He got kicked off because he didn't show
Boy, the
up.
basketball era is a real dividing line in the
I know.
show that I wasn't aware of.
And that's fine. People didn't like it, but it's part of the show. I think I heard my guy Freddie Lynn today say, whether I liked it or I didn't like it, didn't matter.
Right.
It's impact on the show
Absolutely.
history. That's
I had everybody on the basketball team on the list somewhere.
everybody. On the
Everybody.
basketball. Where'd you have Dave?
Dave Cullinane.
Dave Cullinane.
I was like, he wasn't on the team. He
No,
threw me
just
off
in
for a
general.
second. I had him 4. Oh no, sorry, wrong 5.
5. Steve 4, Dave 5.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I'm looking at the cumulative list. Sorry.
Where were you on the list, Dave? Oh, you are 5.
5. Yep. I had him 5. I had you, Mike, Justin, Steve.
No matter how you have the top 5, everyone agrees Dave's last, it seems.
Seems to be consensus. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Well, Tim McCann is too high.
I don't know. I feel like he is the historian of this show, and
That's
he is
different.
Sure, but it's not saying to say Tim should be lower is not saying he's a bad guy.
We
or
love
bad
him. He's
I
a
don't-
wonderful guy. We're talking about impact on the
I
show.
don't care about if he's a good
the
guy.
I don't
show-
think Tim would put himself that high.
The show itself. He's a great guy. I loved him. He's great.
Well, I had
but
him
the
at
show
11.
itself. That's a good number.
I had him at 11.
So then what do you argue for? We agree. It's a good
well,
spot.
you said it was too high. I had him at 11. So it was a cumulative of all 3 of us. So
did
someone
someone
had
have
him
him
at
at number
Someone have
one?
him first? Like if it's 11, that's a
Oh
cumulative.
yeah, good point.
She says cumulative. Weird.
How did she say it?
She says a cumulative.
No, I don't.
You just said.
How do you say it?
I say cumulative.
That's not weird, is it? Is that weird?
I hear cumulative.
You hear
Yeah,
cumulative?
I hear.
you hear the U more.
I'm agreeing with Dave here.
All right, play the Laurel Yanni thing. See what Dave hears.
Where do the other people have him then?
So Freddie had him at 8, and Ned had him at 6.
Well, how's he at 6 then? 6,
Well,
8, 11.
It sounds like Ned just had his way.
No, actually, I don't know.
What's Ned's? Let me hear Ned's top 10.
Because he
Ned,
had.
and let me hear Ned's list. Sounds like a fucking disaster.
Sorry, Ned.
So John Dennis.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
I'm laughing because Freddie is in the Google sheet right now saying hello to me. He's like, "Hi, Kira."
Okay, well, we'll never
all right,
forget that
so
story.
Ned,
Go ahead.
well, it's just funny.
What else is that rascal doing?
I thought he was
Freddie Lynn.
I thought he was editing the list.
Read Ned's goddamn list, please.
All right, he had.
Turns out he was saying hello.
What are the odds?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to. Hold on a second. I got to get to. He's messing this up while I'm on it.
Take your time.
What?
There we go.
There we go. Let me go.
What? What? I don't know. What?
So he had.
I think I like Kevin's.
You ready?
What?
He had.
Oh, no, one second, Bob. Let me hear Riggs one more time. I do like Riggs's.
What?
I like Riggs because of the context behind it.
What was it?
He was so offended. You said we it was the time the 3 of us were on Barstool.
Oh, we heard him on hold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said, well, Riggs texts me off air and talks all kinds of shit about David. And he goes, what? He was so outraged.
I don't think he knew me then.
Yeah.
Now I love the guy. Go ahead. This is Ned Snarks.
So this was his final list. I think his first list was different because we told him like you can't have like he didn't know who Josh and Jane like there
you
was
know
a
who
lot.
Coleman was.
He doesn't. He did not have Coleman hardly anywhere on the list. I think
Really?
he moved it up. So his top 10 it was Kirk, Mike, Steve, Dave, Justin, Tim and Canton, Bob Murchison, Jeff D'Lo, Montante, and Menners were his top 10.
Menner's 10?
Yes.
That's insane.
So that was his top 10.
I'll tell you, though, if you the way I'm interpreting this list, I would put Menners above Tim and Ken, I think.
Oh, I agree. For the show itself, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm when you say Tim's 11, I'm like, he's just a nice guy. Like, put him somewhere.
Right.
But like, if you said to me, Tim's not on the list, you can make that case too. I'm talking about in this room doing the show.
Right.
Tim's a great guy, huge fan. I love him. But the show itself, his biggest show moment is the car.
Absolutely.
Not even arguable,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yes.
Like he's a historian of the show, which is important too. But his biggest show moment, a couple of funny prank phone
Good
calls.
prank calls.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot
for
of
sure.
prank
I mean, he's
phone
in like the top 25, 30.
Yeah.
That's not a put down. But
Not at all.
he's 6. He's 6.
Well,
That's what I think. I think if you say, like, oh, he's lower, people are like, oh, you don't like him.
no, it's like a Trump thing all over again. Yeah, it's like, no, he's
Like,
6 on the list.
the best comparison would be, like, for Stern, you obviously.
All right, Justin, I'm trying it.
What's that?
the chocolate.
Chalky milk.
Oh, good.
No, I am about to try it.
Well, let me ask you a question because
like
I
a
had
peel the thing.
Gus,
Oh, I gotta take this.
I had
Jessica,
Gus
take
and
this thing.
Coleman a lot higher because they worked for the show. They didn't. They.
I would agree.
I think lasting impact matters. And I think Coleman's gonna have more of an impact than Gus.
Right, and I had him.
Coleman's,
yeah, for
the
sure.
Jim Tomey stream, the basketball.
And I just think going forward, show-wise, Coleman's will be part of the show. Even on social media right now, even the stuff with the Yankees a few weeks, like that's all. Thank you, Justin.
I just weighted the fact that they
Check
were
a cup.
actual producers for the show pretty heavy. Like they're part of the show forever. Like just
Yeah,
having
I agree with
having
that.
been and they worked on the live shows and they were part of the producer search, and so I just had them higher, both in the top 10. But
yeah, Gus in the top 10.
Yep, because I had him weighted because.
Dave, what do you think of that?
I just had him weighted because he was a producer and he became such a topic of conversation for so long. And
I can understand her viewpoint.
And the
Yeah, he had a
firing-
run for sure. That's sure.
And he's going to be part of the show's history forever, regardless.
I think that's fine. I think that's
so,
fine.
So I got a lot of shit for that, but that was my meaning about that.
I kind of see Ned's whole list. He must have crazy people.
He did have some old.
John Tomasi, 26.
I just want.
I can't even get it.
I think originally he had nipples like 12. I don't know. It ended up moving.
This is Alba's list?
No. Number 69 on that.
Yeah, it sure is. Number 1 with a bullet.
But that was his
I hate that I
initial
make
list.
those jokes.
You're not making it easier for me here. I was ready to move on. Do you have his list?
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
I have his.
What was his original list?
I don't have that because it was edited.
Dave, nipples 12?
It's not
Mike,
anymore.
Justin?
It's very helpful in live shows.
That's
Very
true.
Nipples should not be on the
A
list.
0 in that guy was dying, though, in Sacco.
Yes.
Oh, he did nothing.
A
It's just
0.
shocking. That was a big spot.
If that
for
guy
him, too.
died, he'd be on the list because that would have been a huge couple of shows after that.
Right.
True.
If he's
Yeah.
barking out orders,
Yeah, now he's
get me.
Right.
now he's
right.
fine, and he has like a lifetime pass to all live shows, which feels like unnecessary.
I kind of want to give that one back, like I did
Right.
to the military guy. Like I don't really mean it.
But his wife has an unbelievable Twitter handle, so
Penis Grigio?
Yeah.
That's true. It's tough. It's a tough balance. It really is. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he moved him to 30 when we got to his final
Still
list.
way too high.
Is Nipples on this list?
Yes.
On the finalist?
Well, yeah. When you had he got
He's 45. That's right. I don't know. Crazy, I think.
So yeah, it was a complete mathematical calculation for most of the finalists, except Menners came in, made a few last minute changes. He really did not change too much. He made sure
Nobody
that,
believes that.
Where did
Just so
everyone have Menners on their list?
Menners was
Number 1.
let
All
me
one.
see. No.
What was the one they said on Kane's show? If you already said this, sorry. That he dropped like 8 spots. He just like moved it 8 spots.
He moved. Yeah, that was
Dale, they said.
Dale moved
on his own.
Yes.
Yes, he
That's
moved.
that's not
Right,
his
that's
job, I
wild.
thought, right? Like that's not his job.
He thought he had final say. So, but he didn't do too
No,
much.
no.
I started saying the show Daver and Hull, and that's not a bad name.
Yep.
Like in this room, bigger than like Tim Ridgels content wise.
Yeah.
They're not even close. The whole gambling, that was like a big. Tim's never had a story like that.
I'd be closer to putting neither of them in.
I agree with that, but I'm saying if you're ranking them all from 1 to 1,000,000,
Yeah.
I'd put him ahead of Tim.
I suppose.
Not even close. I'd put the fucking Madawaska Rob guy ahead of Tim.
Tim's been in here a lot, though.
But that doesn't. That means something to you. That's a knock on you, because like you have to have a moment though.
Right.
You can come in 1,000,000 times if you don't have a moment.
That's fair.
I think no.
I just think he's so part of the lore, though. Like,
Who is? Stop with this lore. What lore?
So, I was warned. I should have written you a note and handed it to you.
Yeah. What has he done? What was he involved with? What lore? What? He's at shows. You guys get too caught up in this. I don't care if you're
internet
at-
lore.
Yes, the Minifan. Fine,
but I
that's
think it's-
different than
Group
this.
chat lore.
But between
Yes.
no, I don't have no. I'm talking about in the show. Like he's the
When?
he's the Minifan of the year is named after him for a reason.
No,
So-
I'm talking about Tim Ridgels.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tim and
No,
Canton.
we're talking about Tim Ridgels. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tim
Ti-
Ridgels.
Tim
No,
Ridgels.
Tim McCann different. Tim Ridgels.
Yeah, I
said-
can be talked out.
Did you have him on the list? Your list?
I did. Yep.
Where?
Where did I have him?
He ended up at 38.
Yeah, he was down at the second half. He
Why
had-
is he on? I liked him. Why is he
I think it was
ever
being
in studio? I didn't say it. Did I say it loud? Why is he on the list? Why, Justin? Why?
he was in the car.
I think
was
because
in the
they're
car.
friends with him.
What?
They're the list people like
Yes,
him.
that's the thing. Ned Snark to me feels like it's cronyism. I like Ned Snark, but
That's probably why Ned Snark was booted.
he's not. Was Ned Snark
No.
on anybody's list or no?
No,
No, I mean Menners dismissed him from his duties.
it was
I
because
think
he didn't.
I think that's
come
why.
to me.
I think that would help him. I would think. I don't know. Huh. I don't know. Mike, this is your thing. Any questions or no?
No, I'm understanding how it was all handled.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Inside baseball.
And
Which is fine.
I got a little too close to it. I saw it's like when you're
Pretty good chocolate milk, Justin.
when you're elected president, you see the Kennedy files and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know, you're like, I can't even talk about.
Trump
this.
said he's going to open up the.
We're finally ready.
Yeah, I'm
He said
guessing
that
it's
last time,
not
too.
going to happen. But yeah. He told Rogan like they're just very bad things in there.
Very bad.
They're just things you don't want to see.
And he's like, and some smart people told me, don't
Don't
let
do
him
it.
out.
Yeah, do it.
But now I'm gonna.
And then he's like, it might hurt some people who are still alive. I'm like, Donald, who the fuck is still alive? Like, who's going to be affected by that?
The shooting happened more than 60 years ago. So you'd have
62
to be-
years ago.
You'd have to be.
If you were 20,
80
you
to
were
remember
84.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubting there are people still alive, but so what?
Yeah.
I don't know. What else, guys?
Manners did let us know. He said, so next week you're in New York.
I am in New York. A week from today, I'll be in the Big Apple. The city's so nice and they named it twice.
So he let us know for next week, Fax is flying up for his appearance, so we can't cancel him on Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. Mama Kate, will his flight be okay?
I feel it will be fine.
Okay, he will not. There will be no attack.
I had a very ominous feeling about it.
Explain that.
What do you want me to explain?
Well, you understand it's ridiculous.
Why did you stop? Why did you stop it? Why'd you get on the plane?
Because I thought I was overreacting to my own fear.
But then you
But then you take a victory lap now, though.
Which you were.
The Eagle.
Technically.
No, I told everybody in my life
That there was
ahead of
going to be an
time.
attack on
No,
9/11?
I never said there. I knew it was going to be an attack. I said I didn't feel. I felt there was something with.
On September 11th.
Yes, I was flying that day, and
Right.
I never was afraid to fly. And from the moment I booked that flight,
Yeah. Where were you flying to?
Vegas.
Vegas. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've never been afraid to fly, and that as it got closer and closer, I started to have a lot of anxiety about
Every
this.
time I thought about my trip, I just felt this like doom thing.
Why did God tell you? Because it wasn't your flight.
Do I know? I have no
You went on
idea.
the plane.
I was
And
on a plane.
and the flight was fine.
Correct. I
That's
did.
that's the puzzling thing about this.
There's some turbulence, maybe.
And I'm not the only one. There was a lot of people. If you read about it, there was a lot of people who had anxiety that day about flying.
Read about what? Where? Who?
Well, like in the
Everyone has anxiety about flying every day.
Why didn't any of these people say it before?
No, they came out after, like people who died on the planes. Their spouses.
They said something?
No, the spouses and their significant. I
Said
remember
what?
That the night before their flight, this guy who flied, hundreds of thousands of miles
Well,
every
people
year.
always say that though. After
Like
like
after it
tragedies and
happens?
I
stuff.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he's the
Well,
nicest guy ever kind of thing.
There was-
like if Dave died, we'd all be like, he was a nice
There was
guy.
articles.
You have to. At
Yeah,
that
you
point.
just-
Yeah, you
Sweet as
have to.
pie.
Yeah, right. He was like really thoughtful, smart guy.
I didn't call anyone poopy today.
That's true. You're right.
They're shitting all over Mick, though.
No, there was articles.
You two are assholes back there.
It's friendly banter.
Bad boys.
Christ. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mama Kay.
No, I just was saying that I read articles.
When
after-
9/11 happened, though, were you just like
Yeah,
called it?
Let's do it.
In fact, when we landed, and no one had cell phones on planes back then,
Right.
Like that you could use like smartphones. So someone's old-fashioned cell phone rang right after we got taxiing to the thing, and he was on the phone, and his face was like, "Oh."
What do you mean? Don't get on.
No, he hung up the phone and he said, "A plane just hit the World Trade Center," and I just said, "I knew
Yes.
it." I said, "I knew it."
Called it.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I said
it's
I-
such a crazy reaction
I knew
to
it.
9/11.
I just said I knew something was. I knew there was.
Why
gonna
didn't you
be
Why didn't you contact somebody?
what ahead of time? Because no,
Well, yeah, man, it doesn't do a lot of good after.
Well, what am I going to call and say? I have a really bad feeling about flying on 9/11. So, at the time we didn't call it 9/11.
That is true. I guess what would you say?
What would I say? Like, I have.
I guess, yeah.
Anxiety that some plane, maybe mine, maybe not, is going to go down for some reason. Like, that,
What are you laughing at?
People would think
the idea, like you're flying to Chicago for
Yeah.
something, and then they're kicking everyone off the plane. Like, guys, some lady called.
Right,
she had a
That's
vision
fair.
last night.
That is fair.
that
But I told people in my life that I did, and so they heard ahead of time, and so I wasn't like trying to say I knew this, not said anything. So people knew I had said that.
But why come out and say it a couple weeks ago, whatever that was?
Oh, it was just because I was in a thread on Twitter. I was reading a thread, and someone was talking about their daughter or something, I don't even remember what it was, but having some kind of feeling about her dad not wanting to go on that plane that day. And all I did is made one last, offhanded comment about I had a premonition about something bad happening with my flight or that day, and God, it blew up and became my most viral moment ever. I don't know why.
Another thing to make the list is Milton's, a store for men. 3 great locations: South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill. Of course, the Burlington Mall. Shop online at Miltons.com. Go get your clothes there right now. Fall selections, Peter Millar, Faraday. Have you talked to people at Milton's, Dave? Are they upset about not being on the list or no?
They're very upset. Yeah. Bill specifically.
They're not. They are. The company is. I mean, how are they not on the list?
They're not a person.
So what? I don't know why does that.
Bill's a person.
Do we ever say it was going to be a person? Did we say it was people only?
We
What
created
about Bill
our-
from Milton's?
We talked
It
about
should just
that.
be
exactly.
Milton's.
Yeah.
Milton's is a guy. Is a guy's name anyway. Milton Bradley.
There you go.
Like I don't even understand. It's a store for men. It's a person. Should be on. It's on my list. Number 1. Well, number 2. Miltons.com. Go get your clothes right now and tell them.
Fucking awful.
Oops, sorry.
That's
Quick. My bad.
Matters is
moving something.
Fighting back in Milton's there?
It's true.
Not just a war against Milton.
God, Miltons.com. What does Matters call it? A
Shop.
shop.
I wanted it to be the Milton's list.
That wouldn't be bad. Milton's, by the way, is so great. They did sponsor that
I
list.
said that.
They would definitely sponsor
I
it.
was shot down by Freddie Lynn on that.
No, you too.
He rules with an iron fist.
He
that
does.
guy.
He said, don't overthink it.
Right now is a 4'6" guy who doesn't have a job doing his Mentor's impression in a car by himself, trying to perfect
Give
it.
it 2 more weeks and he's gonna.
Oh, he's going to nail it. He's going to
So he
nail
says
it.
shop.
It's weird to tease that.
What's that?
It's weird to tease that.
Well, you're not a pro. He is. That's an old school move.
He said he's going to do it at a live show.
Boy, I can't wait for that.
He's Frank Caliendo.
Work that.
Manners here.
I think maybe Muck did his own live show.
Guys, what would it sound like if Menners was at a live show? I think it might sound a little something.
Yeah, right. What else?
Why was Portnoy holding the phone up to his ear for that interview?
I was going to ask him today. I don't know.
I assume because that was the only way he could hear Hannity, maybe?
I suppose, right?
Yeah, because he had a good mic on and everything like that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. I'll be honest. Political Dave is not my favorite Dave.
No,
it wasn't much political Dave.
Huh?
It was mostly just dog owner Dave.
Yeah, that's probably also not my favorite Dave.
Yeah.
If I'm being
Sean
honest.
Hannity?
You just don't like him. Admit it.
Who, Dave? Oh, yeah. I mean, he can drive me nuts, but
You
yeah,
have
I
more
know.
things that you don't like about him.
But he just says the obvious stuff. Well, whatever. He'll be on an hour with me, I guess. What else?
Let's see what else.
Manners did want to. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No Thursday.
I'm not here Thursday.
No Thursday. So Ted can do Wednesday.
Oh, right.
But Manners also said we can't cancel.
You're not
Facts.
allowed to cancel fat. You don't have
He's
that option.
flying.
Why?
Because
Because Menners
Well,
said
I don't want to cancel anyway. He seems like a nice guy.
good.
I mean, luckily it works out, but why would I want to cancel?
You can't.
Yeah, so that just opens up.
Don't even think about it.
Never would.
Do you plan on doing a show Tuesday?
I guess we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I'm not here Thursday, Friday. Right?
That works.
Thank you, Justin. So who's in then? That's why I'm
we
asking
have
you
to-
guys, but
we have to let Manners know.
Yeah.
okay, but so who's supposed to be in right now? I know Mike will be here, I hope.
Monday is Mick.
Mick and Mike on Monday.
Mick and Mike.
Two
on
Mikes.
Monday.
The gang is back together. The
right.
Coda crowd is back.
Yeah. Eminem.
Okay, yep.
That's Dave.
Tuesday,
Dave, yeah.
probably Mike again with
Okay.
with another guest.
Oh, all right.
Is that Ted Sellers or no?
No, Ted can't do Tuesday.
Oh, he can't do Tuesday.
He can do
Okay.
Wednesday.
With facts.
Facts and
Yes.
So why don't we just do facts and Ted on Wednesday?
We can do that, and then we just have to see. If
Is there a problem, Mike? Can you do Tuesday, Mike?
Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
do that. Okay. No?
No, that works.
Yeah,
So you can do it,
if
Mike?
Mutt was doing Wednesday, maybe Mutt can do Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure,
That's
might
okay-
have to
if
be
that's
every
okay
week.
with
But yeah,
Manners.
yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
but Manners doesn't like Mutt.
Oh.
And that's a
They get
Mutt.
it.
That's
This
a
is where
Manners
things get
spot to
sticky.
book.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
problem. So much talent and so few spots. I don't know what to do. Huh. Okay. So yeah, I mean that's fine with me if Ted and Facts should be fine, no? Yeah. Okay, good. What else?
Mama K did bring a game.
Oh, you have a game?
Play it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's the last time we had not counting Julie, what's the last female guest in here?
On the show,
Yeah.
might have been what's her name? The girl who was trying. I want to do it again. I want to say the girl who was trying out. I don't remember her name.
You want to call her boobies, don't you?
when Dave quit.
What?
When Dave quit.
She was auditioning for the
I forgot her
crossing
name.
the T's and dotting the I's.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she's not a guest.
She wasn't a
though.
guest.
Would
Yeah.
Bree
I think it's Bree Hunter.
Bree Hunter
She
have
would
been
not
up
count
for
as a
it?
girl, no.
Okay.
No, she would not. All right, go ahead. We have a game. I was basically setting up that joke. Thank you, Mike. It took me a while.
That was good.
My volume is not working. I don't know what's going on. My mic's all screwed up. My thing's all screwed up. Go ahead.
Okay, so obviously, being that we're in our 50s now,
That's right.
congratulations.
I'm good now, Jess. It's working. I fixed it. Yes,
welcome,
thank you.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
And our affinity for nostalgia 80s.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
One question. That's the game.
Well, it's actually we might have a second part to it, but
okay.
What is the meaning of life?
What is it?
I wish I knew.
Good
Mike.
movie.
Mike, I wish I knew.
What
A second glass of chocolate milk.
What 1980s movies, Kirk, feature both a top 40 soundtrack song and an actor or actress who was nominated for an Academy Award for that film?
For the film itself?
Yes.
How many are there?
There's 3 from the 80s.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
It's good milk, huh?
It's good. It's good cup size too. I feel like I can, I can have like a cup and a half and I'll feel bad with myself. So I'm sorry, Mama Kay. The question is, so the song is, so it would be like if Kevin Bacon was nominated for Footloose, which he wasn't.
Correct.
Right, gotcha. Okay. Actor or actress nominated for an Academy Award in the 1980s, and there are 4 of them or 3 of them?
3 of them in the 1980s.
All throughout the decade, or is it more earlier?
I will say
Supporting actor or
Academy Award nominee.
for actor, supporting actor?
Actor or actress.
Not supporting.
Not supporting.
Okay.
And they are on the earlier side. Your favorite time, early 80s.
Early 80s.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part.
Well, I mean, lower than 85. Yep.
Lower than 80.
Earlier than
all
85.
of them?
All of them. Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that, Mike?
A little confused. But.
What do you mean? So it would be like Footloose was a soundtrack, was a movie.
Yeah.
Had a soundtrack, had a bunch of hits on it.
Had a top 40 song.
So they had songs in the top 40.
Okay.
So it would be like if a song, then the actor, the lead or lead actress was also nominated for an Oscar. Like the song was in the top 40, Kevin Bacon was nominated for Best Actor, which he was not. I think is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
There's one for every year of that in the early 80s?
No. There's only been 3
Mike.
in the entire 80s.
Come on,
There's only
keep
3
up.
of them.
Sorry, I'm never in here when the games are being played. It's exciting.
All right, let me think about this. Let me think through here. Because it's actually uncommon in a weird way.
Yes.
For a song to have a huge soundtrack and an actor or actress.
I was actually surprised there was only 3 because there's a lot more.
Are you sure there's only 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I have 2.
Okay. One is a little tougher, I would say.
Okay.
You might not get that one easy.
Deborah Winger, Officer and Gentleman, Up Where We Belong.
You got the movie and the song.
What do you mean? Deborah Winger was nominated for actress for that.
Was she supporting or she was
lead actress.
Okay. Well, they listed the...
Louis Gossett Jr. won for supporting actor for that. What's the mistake here? You look like you're confused.
They had listed the male.
Richard Gere was not nominated for.
So
that's incorrect. Richard Gere's never been nominated for an Oscar.
But he's moving out of the
Game is
country.
shit.
It is shit if that's wrong.
Dustin Hoffman was nominated for Tootsie
Yes.
for actor. Stephen Bishop's song "It Might Be You" is a top 40 song.
My freaking list is shit then.
Oh, what do you have? I mean, that's 2 for those are both facts. Dave, look that up. Okay. It might be you by Stephen Bishop. You know that song or no?
Nope.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Something's telling me it might be you. I think that got to like 25 in the top 100.
How the fuck do you know this?
Is that right or no?
Billboard's
shit.
recording pizza at number 25.
I should
25, yeah.
I should have just asked you to
Justin gets
create
like
this
smitten
list.
when you know things. Have you noticed that?
That's crazy.
My brain works very well at some things, very poorly at other things.
You
Put a
were
puzzle.
9 years old when that.
I would write this down in my notebook in Billerica and go through it. Yeah.
I should
My
have
notebook should be on the list.
I should have just asked you to create this.
What do you have? Give me what you have. I'll tell you if it's right or wrong.
The Woman in Red was Gene Wilder.
No actor was nominated for that movie.
Said Gene Wilder was nominated.
For the actor? It was definitely not. He's been people. What list is this? Give me the rest of it.
And then it was I Just Called to Say I Love You was the song with top 40.
Yep, that was from the soundtrack.
And Flashdance.
Nobody was nominated for the movie Flashdance. The song, well, 2 songs, Maniac and Flashdance, are both #1 songs.
Well, then
Who they have being nominated for that? Jennifer Beals?
Yep, they had her.
She was not nominated for an Oscar. What?
I think we can give Shane's new nickname to this game.
Poopy. It's a poopy game. Well, fuck it. That was all
You should
wrong.
know that. What are you looking at, Dave?
Nothing. I just know The Woman in Red was not nominated.
Flashdance was nominated for Best Cinematography and Best Film Editing. That's it.
Right. No actors were nominated for that film. No. I could tell them the minute I said Deborah Winger, you knew that you were in trouble.
I was, yeah. I was like, what
could,
the fuck?
Could this
I
have been a
should've-
list of films that won Best Soundtrack, and then it just gives you the actors that happen to be...
it says
They don't have Best Soundtrack.
It
It's
literally
not an Oscar.
says Academy Award nominee, and it listed it right next to it.
What do you mean? How does the actor thing tie into it?
Well, I was just
What's the list? Did you print that out from something?
well, I copied and printed it out. Yes, it was from a search result in 2 different places.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, because that
So
doesn't make
their,
sense.
Their list, I trusted it. I did not verify it completely. I should have just verified it with you, but then
This is what happens.
we wouldn't
see?
have, you know.
The game would be so great then if you
wouldn't-
verified with me before. It
Right.
doesn't work as well.
No, and then we would just, you know.
Dave, any thoughts on the game?
It's
Game
terrible.
is
Shit.
not great.
The idea,
great.
the concept was
I think
good.
it's a good idea.
It was my information is faulty.
Key
so.
is you have to have the correct answers.
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, you get bogged down in specifics, I suppose. Well, it's worth a try.
So, so we'll just toss the 90s one because I don't trust it at all.
Well, let me hear it. Let me hear some of these terrible misses. Go ahead. Maybe the 90s is right. Give me one.
I don't know. Well, now I don't trust anything. So there's
Well, for instance,
there was a lot.
Kate Winslet was nominated for Titanic.
Yep.
My Heart Will Go On.
Yep, there you go.
There's a song in there.
Yep.
That's on there.
That's on there. Yes.
That's a match.
That's number 1.
How many are there?
They had actually 8.
8 from the 9. You guys are Mike. You're a 90s guy.
I suppose.
What do you mean?
I was born in 91.
Okay.
I feel
Dave should be.
I feel
Yeah.
pretty
remember
confident in number 2. I know.
We don't know how old Dave is though.
38.
It's true.
38.
He was definitely alive in the 90s, though. There's no
What year were you
dispute
born?
about that.
85.
Oh, that's a 90s guy, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 14 with 12 when Titanic came out.
Sounds right. What year was Titanic?
I think it was 97, right?
1997.
All right, so there's 8. Let me think.
Yeah. So the next one, number 2 that I have on this list is definitely correct.
Dave, put the music back on. I mean, if we have one hit here, I'm saying we have a chance because that didn't
Yes.
match up.
Yeah.
We'll find out. It's
There could be some incorrect ones. I'm looking at them right now.
Oscar-nominated actors, and the song from a soundtrack was in the top 40.
Yes.
Okay. Like I'm going to tell you, like Whitney Houston was not nominated for acting for The Bodyguard, for example.
Correct.
That's not on there.
But she was phenomenal.
Huh?
But she was phenomenal in it.
Correct.
That's not relevant.
It's not up for debate.
But
No one's debating that.
I mean, I think you could debate it. 90s movies.
She was nominated for Best Original Song, though.
Correct, but I'm saying, but this is an
Not-
acting
yeah, I know.
conversation.
Correct.
Okay. 90s movies. I need the music, Dave.
I know. I wasn't playing for a second. There you go.
I think the movies that won Best Picture, if any of these songs. No.
Some of them listed here are for supporting actors.
See, this is getting more complicated.
I
Like
know.
the rules are changing.
I'm just looking. I'm looking it over, and I know some of them are definitely supporting actors as opposed to.
Like, give me the supporting actor, for example. I just want to make sure it's right.
Okay.
Give me one.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Okay. Yep. Certainly, I know that song. It was in the. Although. Yes. Okay. Yes. For Jerry Maguire.
Yes.
You know the song, Mike, did the top 40 for that.
I'm trying to think. No.
You know it, Dave.
The Bruce Springsteen song.
Secret Garden.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right or no?
Yep. And
Yes.
and also It's My
Oh,
Life.
okay.
Also It's My Life by No Doubt was in that movie.
That's in Jerry Maguire?
It
That's
might-
that old? Really?
How's that song go?
It's a remake from Talk Talk from the 80s. It's
Yeah.
my life, don't you? It's my life. That one? That's from that? They redid it for that? That's that old? I didn't know that.
Pretty crazy in hindsight that Jerry
1996.
Maguire was such a highly thought of movie.
I was never a big fan of
It's
it.
like a dumb rom-com.
Barely. It's also like he didn't really even like her that much. It's like weird.
They barely knew each other.
Yeah, it's like a psycho almost. Like,
Yeah.
It's very strange. Okay, see now you throw supporting in, that changes everything.
Yeah. So some of them, I definitely know that one is correct.
That is correct.
That one is correct. That one.
They re-released. So Secret Garden was a Springsteen song that back in the old days, the mid '90s, they would have greatest hits CDs, Justin.
Yes.
And what they would do at the end of these CDs is they'd say, "Hey, give us 4 new songs."
Oh, yeah.
You know this, right?
I do, yeah.
Mike, you probably know this.
Sure.
Seeger did it. Bruce did it. And one of the ones he did was Secret Garden. But it kind of didn't really. It wasn't a single. Then it was on Jerry Maguire, and they did a recut, played on the radio. Mama K, you might remember this. They had like Jerry Maguire cuts played into the song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You complete me.
Yeah, I was mentally struggling with that in my life at that point. Like I took some
They definitely had
real shit.
You'd hear.
Actually, Stern did the Gary call. Remember the famous Gary? They did that with him saying it to spread, which is actually very funny.
That's very funny.
I'm struggling with this one because well, just give me the actors. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. How about Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. Is there a
Good Will Hunting?
Is there a Good Will Hunting song in the top 40? What was that? See, I don't know that.
Miss Misery by Elliott Smith.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, is that real slow song?
Yeah, that made the top 40? Wow. All right, go ahead. Well, we don't know if that's
Let's
true
see.
or not.
How about Tom Hanks? This is
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Right. That's two.
What
Two
song
for
is
two.
that?
Huh? He won.
What song?
Well,
in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah. What song? Streets of Philadelphia.
Oh,
yes. Top 10 song.
Big Springsteen list.
Bruce twice on this list. Good
Yeah.
for him. Good 90s.
What
a guy.
How about this? Isn't a supporting, but
Okay.
Brad Pitt.
He would have been only nominated for 12 Monkeys in the 90s? No.
Although I feel like he was
What was this? What is it?
he supporting in that?
The 12 Monkeys?
No, I'm sorry, different movie. Legends of the Fall.
He was not nominated for that.
Right.
Yeah, see?
boy.
See, this is what I mean.
They fucked
This is
that
what I'm saying. This list is. Go ahead. Keep
All right,
going.
this one I
What?
this
Keep
one.
blaming they for this.
Yeah, you got to do legwork.
Me.
Yeah, you have to do legwork. Thank you,
I-
Jess.
You can't just
Me.
you can't
Me.
print a list and then just say it.
Yeah, right. Like this is you. This is your list. You
It
brought
is,
in this
yes.
game.
You're
Clemmer is
correct, yes.
disgusted with this right now.
I am.
Oh,
he
yeah,
is
Clemmer's-
totally.
yeah, he is.
How about
Go ahead.
this one? I know is correct.
Clemmer's maybe
Michelle
should watch some
Pfeiffer.
movies.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Gangster's Paradise.
Yes. Good
She was
job.
not nominated for that movie.
Oh, boy.
She wasn't nominated. What do you mean you know you're right about it? She wasn't nominated for that. She's been nominated, but she wasn't nominated for that movie.
Maybe that's where the algorithm fucked it, and they thought it was just
What
ever-
algorithm?
Can I make a
The
statement?
one I
quick?
entered in. The one I entered in. I said for that movie, but maybe
What
they.
did you
ask
What did you? What,
AI?
I asked Google and AI.
don't trust AI. And what did you? What was your search?
I asked exactly what I said.
I don't know what you
Yeah,
said.
but that doesn't sound like a search.
That's not like it helped though.
The list of the 90s or 80s that have both a top 40 soundtrack song and an actor or actress nominated
See,
for
where
an
I think,
Academy Award.
see, I think what they
for
did
them.
was I think they just gave
Yeah.
top 40 and then a movie be nominated for
Yes.
anything. Like Legends of the Falls got a cinema. I believe Justin, you could look it up. I think got a cinematography nomination.
Well, I said an actor
I know, but
and
I
actress.
think they just saw nomination.
I think they just dropped for that movie. So they just
No doubt is not on the Jerry Maguire
No,
soundtrack.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Best cinematography, best sound mix,
Yeah,
and best
right.
production.
Right. Thank you.
Why did they do this to us?
You have been
Damn
accused
search
in the
list.
past, not by us, by others, of occasionally bending the elbow. A little bit. Were you perhaps a couple deep and put together a
Absolutely
pretend
not.
list?
And
Glasses of wine?
I want to address that.
Legless, as Peter Minahan would say.
I want to address that rumor.
As Peter Minahan would say, I was at a Christmas party the other night. She was goddamn legless.
Oh,
Yeah, yapping about some game.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Jerry Maguire.
No doubt wasn't in that. What are you talking about?
I can't trust any fucking search engines.
No, but you are drunk, you're saying.
No.
Okay, I'm just saying, well, you might as well address it. You're here, right?
Yep, no.
No?
I,
Okay.
I am actually only allowed 4 drinks by my coach
A day?
a week.
A week.
Yeah, it sounds like
a week.
when you have coach rules like that, you definitely don't have a.
No, it's because I'm in training, Justin.
You make a life coach?
No, a running coach.
Let me hear the rest of this list. I actually want to hear the rest of this list
All
now.
right.
Go ahead.
This
So,
terrible
is this the
list.
worst game ever?
It is. It might
by
be.
far.
Oh, we've had some bad ones.
Listen.
Be careful. Be careful.
No, it was a great concept. My search doing it didn't turn out very good.
I suppose that's true. Go ahead.
Um,
It's not a bad. It's not a bad idea, Mike.
Exactly.
No,
okay.
but if maybe there are no movies like that because they didn't come up with any.
Well, I gave you a couple. We have a couple.
Yeah, I suppose.
How about? I don't even know to trust this now.
I think you probably shouldn't trust
Yeah,
it.
it's safe to say.
Well, Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, yeah.
L.A. Confidential.
Yeah.
What song was in the top 40 from that movie? It's a period. Like, what does it say?
Shania Twain.
She's not in L.A. Confidential.
No, she's not in it. It says "You're Still the One" was on the soundtrack, though not the primary theme. That's what it says.
What? There's no chance. That would be the craziest thing I ever heard in my life.
Great song.
So I'm just reading what it says.
She's a good-looking lady, Dave. No, Shania Twain.
She looks
great
crazy.
right now, too.
No, she
Oh,
does
she doesn't
not.
look
Look,
good
She's
now?
gotten work done, but she's
she
still.
does not even look like
haven't seen her.
herself. No,
Oh, is that true?
She's
I wouldn't have
calm down.
known. I worked in country radio. I have met her.
Oh boy, here we go.
No.
Oh no.
You got the clock on that, Dave?
Yeah, here we go.
She does not look anything like she used to.
Let me see.
I won't stand for Dave acting disinterested in her.
I was
Thank you.
warming her up for the show. I was warming her up.
Before the show.
Oh, yeah.
This is an exchange.
Ooh, that does. There's some. She's had some work done. She doesn't look.
She looks fine.
If you didn't see what she looked like before, yes, she would look.
I'm
like
saying,
Vegas
I
residency.
wouldn't know that's her.
No, I did not know it was her when I first.
I'm not saying
Blonde-
she- I'm not saying
was she blonde there?
Dave, what are you, a fucking stalker? She is. Yeah, her hair's lighter.
No, but when she was in her prime, she wasn't blonde.
That's not why she doesn't look like herself from 20 years ago. If you look at
She's gotten some
her,
work. I know she's got some work.
Montante, by the way, confirming Justin does not snore. Just texting.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have a great.
Don't know why
memory
he
of
would
it.
know that. Really,
They've slept over. They've had sleepovers.
I know, but like he's sleeping in another room. Like, is he checking him?
I sleep like right when you walk in. It's like the couch is right there.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
Montante's tucking him in.
although if you're a big snorer, like you'll hear it from across the house.
True.
Like you could hear it from far away.
I don't think I snore. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. What were we saying? What were we talking about?
Shania Twain. And then
Shania Twain.
I was about to bring up something else.
And
Go ahead.
if that,
Oh, Dave.
That-
Dave just, I'm sure, doing his radio Dave before the
crazy.
show.
Just asking questions.
Before the show, she's yapping about God knows what.
As women do, yeah.
And she goes, yeah, well, I was a program director for WKLB. And Cullinane goes, you were a program director for KLB?
What is KLB?
Country
Come
music
on.
country,
station.
it used to be a
That's
country
a big country station.
One-
You're the
105
PD there?
He said it like she was managing the Stones. He was like,
Oh, that's a big
"Get out
job.
of
Come on, that's a
town."
big job.
I don't know what it is. I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it
she
is.
worked in radio, but I didn't know it was like a
You were the
program
PD
director.
there?
I was the interim PD when Bob Christie left,
All right,
and
that's
I,
where it went awry.
See,
But
Dave,
yeah,
I just asked one question. I got
That's
Yeah,
where we-
it was a
that's where
Stones
the
cover
problem-
band, so
I
you
would-
didn't realize.
I was the music.
the B Street Band.
I was the music director.
Bob
for a
Christie was
while,
gone.
too.
You got rid of Bob
no,
Christie?
No, he went to move. It's a long story. He moved to Florida.
What year is this? Years is this?
94.
94, 92.
That's a long time ago.
It was 105.7 back then. Lauren and Wally were in the morning.
Oh, they were a country station after that? I didn't even know that.
So, Mike, have some balls and make fun of Kirk for doing the exact same thing that I did before the show.
It was.
That's the exact same thing.
No, it isn't.
By the way, I find that very unlikely.
This is the exact
No,
same
very
scenario.
unlikely.
It is exactly the same.
I'm telling you, you go. You were the program director for KLB, and when you shortened it to KLB, like
Yes.
like you had a KLB poster on your wall.
And she said it was ROR, Lauren and Wally with a morning show. And I said, Lauren and Wally with a morning show?
For KLB.
Yeah, and this is where I tapped out and stopped listening.
I didn't realize that there was country after that. I mean, I'm not that overwhelmed by it, but yeah.
It was for a while, but then they sold and the company moved to Florida, and I went with them. And
Dave said it like he was going to have her sign his WKLB poster.
His KLB poster.
I did love that station.
Can you sign a KLB for me? Thanks, I appreciate that. What else? Great game.
no, it's terrible. Terrible.
Oh, we were talking earlier. Did you see that the internet is asking John Hinckley Jr. to assassinate Donald Trump?
Oh, are they? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he's a
He's
guy,
not
guy for
responded,
them.
though.
And he's been pretty classy about it.
By the way, he's not good at assassinating people.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like he killed a guy. Like,
Yeah.
well, why would you have him do it? I don't understand.
Well,
Like,
it doesned seem like anybody's good at assassinating Donald Trump.
that's true.
I like the idea that he's like, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm just selling my art.
He's just saying. Did he respond to it or no?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. All right. We've never got him on, have we? He's a white whale.
Yeah.
We'd have him on here.
Emailed them a couple times. But
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, we have a guest that needs to, when's that going to air?
We're going to do that. We'll do it. Maybe we'll tag it on the show one of the days next week. At the end, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Who knows? Yes. Somebody I'm going to say Mike has never heard of.
Really?
certainly.
Ooh, wow. Wow.
What a day.
Why do you say
Wow.
that?
I don't know that because he's
No, I don't know who it
he's
is.
definitely been in something Mike has seen for sure.
Yeah, okay. Why does Justin think there's no way I would know?
Because he thinks you're dumb. That's why.
No, because I've never seen
Was
it.
a scientist?
I mean, yeah, it's not impossible that Mike would. You were very confident about that. Turn me down a little bit. Now I'm too loud, dude. Thank you. Why are you so confident?
Because I never heard of him.
Well, yeah, you don't know anything.
What does that mean?
I've heard of things you haven't.
I'm smart.
Not dumb.
Well, now I'm curious.
It's one of these like character actors. You know, the guys I like to have on.
Yeah.
Not like a huge star, but like a great career. I'll say that he is in 2 of my 20 favorite movies and one of my 5 favorite TV shows of all time.
I don't like that the guy that said windling yesterday and then corrected you when you said dwindling is looking down his nose.
Dwindling.
I'm not going to say Justin's dumb, but I'll just give you a hint, okay? It's not Sinery Weaver.
Okay.
just for an example.
Interesting.
I think it was Sigourney, is what I said.
No,
said-
no,
No, it was wrong. It was Signoret or something.
Justin,
fuck you. What are you doing?
I think
You don't say Sigourney.
I'm sure that drop is somewhere in that.
I'm looking for it, yeah.
Cinery, I think. Was
Yeah.
Cinery.
Sigourney. That'd be like
Signory.
almost right.
I think it was Signory.
Yeah.
Signory.
Yes.
That's
What are you doing, Justin? Pretending? What are you doing?
Never heard of him.
You're very cocky
Justin's
today.
weird today.
Very cocky today. Like,
I'm in-
poopy and Mike's a moron.
I did not say
Guys,
Mike's a
I said
moron.
Sigourney. It's Sigourney.
Yeah, right.
Let's cut the shit.
I'm like, yeah, I think Mike might not know he is just like, definitely.
no chance.
Definitely. That shithead. That fucking
My
loser.
voice role model was Signory Weaver.
I had it right.
Not Sigourney, Justin. Signory.
Signory.
Yes.
Maybe it's that pinch nerve. He's got the
It could be. Maybe it's like made him like super
cock in the,
cocky or
cock in
something.
the water.
I want to hang. This guy's gonna slap me around tonight. If I speak up during
Oh,
the
you
show.
gonna do one of your bits? You gonna make fun of Mutt tomorrow?
Yeah,
bitch.
Right. Yeah. What's next? What's next?
You're not going to let Kevin from Bristol in? Come on.
Right. The NBA is finally back. A new season means. Somebody tweeted me this clip, and they're like, the Celtics last night had a play where they passed the ball like 90 times and shot a 3, and the guy's like, "Game's great now." I'm like, "No, like it bores me. I don't know what to say. I don't want to get in this war." Celtics lost last night, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No Jaylen Brown though. He didn't play. No. Warriors at home. Did Clemmer go to that game? That's a Clemmer tradition, going to the Warriors game at home. Did you not go?
I didn't see
It's
that.
true, but I can't imagine you made it out here.
And that's true. Probably not. Clemmer's supposed to be here week of Thanksgiving, but he's not going to be here. I don't know if I told you guys that. Yeah. He's staying in New York. He's a New York guy.
It's too bad.
Maybe I'll have a Clemmer dinner next week.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, doctor.
What's that from?
The Mariners stream.
Which was great. His Mariners stream was
I could
great.
hear it in the back.
He's at a point now we should bring that back.
Yes.
Like he was afraid of that
I've been
first.
asking for it for years.
But now he should know that people would like it. Like I think at
Yes.
first he thought it was, but that's why people like him.
Right.
He should definitely do that.
Holy shit.
You got to love Clemmer.
Where was he on your list?
Oh, I had him top 10.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So you go to take to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. $5, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings Sportsbook app, use my code KIRK, code Kirk for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets. And you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. What were you saying, Dave, before that?
No, I was just gonna say, did you want to do the announcement for the 50?
Oh, yes, I
individuals?
do. I beg your pardon. Thank you. We should start the show with that. That's a bad job by you guys. Justin's too busy fucking whipping his dick around back there. Like, Jesus Christ.
He's probably just gonna slap him down. Here's your fucking names. Do your thing where you pick them and whatever.
This guy's got a serious ass condition, and you're just mocking him.
I know his thing was that he has some.
But
you know him. You've met him.
You're in a point positionally.
I'm retarded. I forget people's names all the time.
You're in a point positionally where you can't do that. Like you should know somebody's name.
I should.
You
but
can't
I'm
do the who-
retarded.
oh,
I'm
who are
not-
you?
But
Who are you?
that was not a legitimate. Who are you? I like.
Oh,
Shane.
who is Poopy guy?
Who's the guy with the plugged up asshole?
Yeah,
It was-
Poopy. Yeah.
And he's the meat. He's the meat
Oh,
butcher.
yeah, that's all he is. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
No,
what he
he's not-
is. Yeah, you sound like a lib elite now.
Yeah, that's what I'm becoming.
Yeah, he's a meat cutter. Yeah, he's making a living.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's
Yeah.
great for him.
Elitist.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You just said you were retarded after saying Mike wouldn't know who this guest was, too. I just want that
To
on
be
the
fair,
record.
he's saying that I wouldn't know him because he wouldn't know him.
And also, I don't think knowing a
But is he saying
character
you're
actor
retarded,
makes you
is
retarded
what I'm
or not
saying.
retarded.
No, but the way you said it so confident, like there's no chance he knows him.
Yeah, I guess that's just.
So you're banking he doesn't know who he is. You can't tell him.
It'd be great if it's like Jason Alexander.
I'll tell you right now.
Rainn
It's Bill
Wilson.
Burr.
Never heard him.
Shane Gillis.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, three's a good. Okay, so I want to top it, but I'm going to leave it alone. We'll put up the clip, I guess. We'll tweet out as well, right?
Yeah.
So starting right now, It's at the Arlington Theater, Tuesday night, the series finale of this season of Aaron Hernandez, and one of our trivia shows with Clemmer will be at the. Did you go to the trivia one we did in Arlington, Mama Kay, or no?
I went to the trivia. No, the surviving.
Surviving. We did the trivia one. Too.
I did not do that.
The one we beat. The one we won. We beat Frank the Tank's team.
Yeah, I was not there. I was at the surviving one.
Surviving. Okay. Did you bring your mom to that or no?
No. She wasn't.
No. How's your mom doing? Good.
Donna is doing just fine.
Great. It's weird. I would never call my mom that.
Well, you know.
Yes. Okay.
She had me.
Are you down on your mom? I talked to
my real mom. I am. Yes.
Oh, you are.
But not.
I talked to Ryan yesterday.
Donna.
And Ryan said about my mom, my mom, and I said honestly, Ryan, I wish she lived longer and suffered more.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Is that terrible?
Good Lord.
Isn't that terrible?
Shit.
Is that a terrible thing to say?
I thought she was a nice lady.
She was fine. He's like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I'm very mad at her right now. I'm trying to work through it.
Oh man.
BetterHelp.com. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. So that ties into I suppose the thing Tuesday night. Aaron Hernandez finale. So how did we do it last time? Are we doing that?
Yeah, the first 50 people to DM the show account,
which is open.
Right now.
You can DM the show account right now if you want to go next Tuesday. Go ahead, Mama Kay. Next Tuesday, Mike as well, if you want to go, Mike. Right. DM the show account, or tweet out as well, Dave, right now. Yep. DM the show account. First, whatever, 50 people. You'd be free, by the way, on the house. I'm happy to do that. Tuesday night. Go ahead.
Can I do it? Yeah.
Sure. Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday in Arlington, Massachusetts, right, Dave?
That is correct. Capitol Theater in Arlington.
Capitol Theater. Very good spot.
Great spot.
Yeah, we had a good time there last time. So there you go. Okay. What else?
I think that's pretty much it. Everything was political. Claire McCaskill crying.
A lot of crying.
Yeah.
A lot of crying. AOC crying.
Yep.
Just people crying.
Bernie Sanders taking accountability, though. That was nice. Nice to see.
I'm a Bernie guy. I disagree with him on everything.
Bernie, yeah.
I disagree with him on everything, but I admire him. That's why I like people like that. He's like, we're wrong. We have fucked up. We need to, it's easy to blame Trump for everything, but we have to look in the mirror. Because let's be honest about Trump. The guy's a fucking disaster zone. The way he tries to talk, he's a mess, whether you like him or not like him. He's a beatable guy. He's been beaten.
Yeah. Right.
So, allegedly, obviously, some people don't think he was. But
whoever made that point yesterday that basically the entire world has shut off the media entirely, because everybody, all they did was shit on Trump for this entire cycle, and then the previous ones, obviously, that if he is now president, clearly they did not give a flying fuck about the New York Times or ABC News or NBC.
That's why I said, the Washington Post might as well just do an endorsement. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. The world has changed now. People consume, Kate's almost 18. If she could have voted, honestly, looking at her TikTok, it's scary, but the TikTok videos are way more important to her than any fucking newspaper endorsement or any show on CNN. If I said to Kate, what's MSNBC, she'd have no idea. No clue. You have kids around that age. They don't know anything.
My 20-year-old just sends me funny TikToks.
That's it.
And everything. And she actually saw the Megyn Kelly speech on TikTok and said, "Oh, I just watched that on TikTok."
Right. That's how they know Trump now from TikTok, and they know everything.
Yeah.
Harry's like, I saw Biden bite some kid's foot the other day. And you saw him on TikTok, so he's like,
It seems like that generation is way more relaxed than mine.
Way more.
Way more.
I think it's a natural reaction though, right? Because things go cyclical.
They're going to be the new Gen Xers.
Yeah, it went from because the people your age cry about everything.
Right.
Now you want to rebel against the older generation every time. So now this generation is going to be more like mine. They're just going to be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? And then the next generation will be it's the way it goes, which is good for Trump, I think, obviously.
Was that a cunty move by Bezos tweeting out congratulations yesterday after his entire newspaper was pissed off at him for not doing it?
But I also think it's okay. I saw people somebody was giving heat to the Motion Picture Association of America. They tweet out, good luck, Mr. President.
Right.
I hope we have a good relationship with you. And people are killing them. It's well, what do you want them to do?
Right.
Be like, fuck you. I hope we have the guy's the president of the United States.
I think that was Bernie's point is they need to figure out a way to call Trump voters something other than racist
and stupid
who hate women.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't, but those, I wonder because I've always thought we'll never get back to that point where we can have a civil, and maybe we can. Maybe it's 2 races away. But maybe we can because now Trump's going to be gone. I don't know. If J.D. Vance runs against Mark Kelly, there's no way it's going to be as crazy as Trump running against somebody. It's just not possible.
They'll still call
everyone
you
says-
us racist.
Sure, but I'm saying it won't be as, but like they won't hate. Well, Vance maybe, but not as much as Trump. No,
I listened to JD Vance on Rogan. He seems like a pretty regular guy.
He's
Isn't
a-
that crazy?
he's a
he seems
pretty
like a normal
regular
guy.
yeah, well, weird. He's just some weird shit, but so what? Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
He's not as dorky as like the other conservative people in the media.
He's
Like,
not as dorky
he's not
as
a cunty
Waltz.
Matt
Well, that's the thing.
Walsh.
They wanted like him to be this guy, but like they ran Tim Walz.
Right.
Like
Well,
you can't have it both ways.
Whatever they say about one side, they're basically they are projecting on from
Yeah.
themselves because they said weird, and no one's weirder than
Tim
Kamala
Walz,
and Tim Walz.
Tim Walz is a weird guy. He's a weird guy. What else, Justin?
Trying to get these.
Oh, you talked about Embiid yesterday. He got suspended, by the way.
He did.
I'm doing something, Kirk.
Leave me alone.
I got a stack of papers here. What the fuck do you need?
What is wrong with you, Justin? Is your neck? What is it?
No, I'm trying to get the first 50.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Okay, work on that. I apologize.
Oh,
DM.
They go in order. You don't have to do it right now.
Dave, don't. Dave, don't.
That's a good point.
Dave, don't insult his intelligence. Mike, don't insult his intelligence. He would do that to you. He's a very smart guy.
I say I'm retarded.
Huh?
I'm retarded.
But
We
by
got- we
saying
get
that, you called me that.
Well, he called you worse than that. Yeah, he's smarter than you.
Yeah.
What else?
I think that's it. It's all dumb politics.
Yeah, Mama K, you have anything?
Of course I do.
Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you. I think you started to talk about it, but then got distracted, interrupted probably by someone. But
problem.
I was just wondering how your trip to Montreal went with.
We had a nice trip. Yeah, we had a good time. It was nice. Yes, nice father-daughter bonding trip.
Were you happy he started off with Ghostbusters, or were you like,
It was Halloween night. And it was goofy. Like it was purposely goofy. He
oh,
wasn't.
he's done things like that in the past?
Yeah, he was trying to make
okay.
it like a great song.
Right.
Like it was kind of one of those things. That was good. Like you never know when you see him at these shows. I'm going to try and honestly see him again in Canada before his tour is over because he's 75 now. And like, what does that sound?
The commissioner is calling.
Oh, okay. It's kind of
This is a first.
Kind of ruined the flow right here, honestly. Just saying.
This hasn't happened in a while.
He's gonna
It's
make
our
fun
first
of my
mic.
game.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
First since that song came out.
Pretty stupid, Justin. Pretty stupid.
I don't know numbers.
First would mean like you understand. Yeah.
1.
I mean, I'm happy to help you if you'd like. Justin should tutor you.
Just hung up.
Oh, he hung
What's
up.
that?
He hung up.
Ugh, scared him off.
So the guy just
Oh, he said wrong, Justin.
interesting.
That's what I'm starting to think too.
I think we all feel that way. I think our parents feel that way. But if he plays a great song, like, you know, I'm like, am I ever going to hear Backstreets again, ever? He's 75. Will I ever hear? Maybe not. So for me, given how important he is in my life, like, I get very emotional with that.
These are important shows.
Very emotional.
Did you cry in front of your daughter?
Did I cry in front of my daughter? No, I didn't. But I mean, I've cried in front of her. Yeah. But not, no.
Not during the concert.
No, like when Dave said he'd come back to the show, I cried in front of her.
That wasn't most
Wow.
Yeah, yes. Kate is a
finally
Dave Cullinane fan. She thinks he's funny.
Yeah, I could see that.
Thanks, Kate.
She's the first one who told me he looks like Mr. Beast. She was the
I
first
thought you
one to
said
say
she hated me from some show.
She did it first, but now she likes you.
Well, he's a TikTok star too, so
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Good
I might come
point.
up on
Oh,
it.
right. That makes sense.
I mean, the guy. When's the last
He's in
time?
our demo.
When was the last time you were wrong on a story, Dave, on social media?
2 days ago.
What a whiff that was. What
Oh,
happened?
The Proctor one?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to delete it. Yeah.
What happened?
A guy who still stands by it.
It's producer of the case, by the way.
Yeah, but that's not. First of all, my TikTok profile is not me as a journalist.
I
That's
understand.
me.
It's an entertainer.
It's an entertainment
Sure, I
platform.
understand.
Sean on the Golf, who's a great guy, tweeted out that Michael Proctor, Massachusetts State Police, lead
Sure.
investigator of the Karen Reed case, was fired. Turns out he was not, or it hasn't been confirmed yet. He stands by it. Other people-
In second source, that one.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer on TikTok. I didn't put it on.
Why you break
I didn't
stories
put it
on?
on Twitter. I didn't put it on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Mama K. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I had that. I also wanted to ask Dave, or at least let him know that, you know, with your kids with these peanut allergies,
Yes.
you do know that they have like testing where you can go gradually from anaphylactic
Yes.
to eating peanut butter or dairy or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
like studies that they can be a part
Yeah,
of
you-
that are pretty much proven out at this point. To be
Yes,
completely
so
honest
you
with
can you can treat.
What's proven out?
Like you could
You
go to a study at MGH, be a part
Yeah.
of a program, and they basically like wean your kid off of.
Why don't you do that?
We should.
Yeah.
But we just haven't.
But you're an entertainer. Yeah.
And
That's why I'm a
and he
dad.
doesn't
I'm
want
a
to.
concerned
He doesn't
dad.
want to take him to dinner.
No, but
ever.
I've said on this show,
I'm going to Boston if Matt Siegel's doing something. But if it's his kid's health, he's not
Oh,
doing
that's
it.
crazy. I've said on this show, I am like I've removed myself from that. That's my wife
From parenting?
Yeah, that's her. The allergy aspect of it is her responsibility. Like, I just.
What's your responsibility? Drive them to the food court, kill time.
I have the EpiPen.
Driving past McDonald's.
I have the EpiPen on me.
Drive past random landmarks in the world and try if they know it.
Pretty much, yes. Okay. Somebody actually, I think it was Mikey Grabbag might have, and thank you for doing it. I should have
Thank you,
been
Mikey
back.
Grabbag.
He sent me his 2nd grade basketball program, and it is not what I thought I was.
It's
getting
intensive.
into. It was way more intense.
Like what?
They were just talking about all the different drills. I'm sure it's normal when when you isolate, but it was like 9 pages of drills and all this other shit.
Is there a chance you'll be good?
Me?
No, not you. Her. Yeah, I think maybe you'll be good.
Well, now I'm nervous because she can actually like play out in the yard.
Could you dribble?
She can dribble, and I was thinking like, and I was thinking,
You have a hoop?
I don't, but when we go to places with it,
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Dave definitely feels like a coach whose kids are going to be playing tag on the court.
Cartwheels.
I think it'd be great. I think I'll believe if Dave's kid was like Caitlin Clark, though. If Dave is coaching just this monster team,
That would be great.
blowing them
that's the
out.
plan. That's the plan.
Well, girls basketball is going to be even bigger now because of Caitlin Clark, I would think.
Right. That's why I'm kind of nervous now. If they're taking 2nd grade basketball, I thought it was a play group basically, and I thought she might be the better ones of the play group just because people.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that serious.
I hope not. Yeah.
Dave being the LeVar Ball of women's basketball.
That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be a good character for you.
I suggest the box and 1 for their defense.
Okay.
At that age.
We tried that.
Yeah, last time someone suggested it, they got fired.
Who's that?
Oh yes.
The fucking
that's true.
Oh,
That is true. That's a good point.
I would never.
Have you considered the? No, it wasn't box. It was
No, it was going man to man or something.
Yeah.
It's like, just get the fuck out of here. Just get out. Who was that guy?
Rob?
Intern for the
Were you
day.
working for the show at that point, Justin, or no?
Yes.
It was Coleman's,
Oh, it was you at Coleman.
Coleman's fuck buddy.
Yes, it was. That's right. He literally was stunned. He's like, "What? Like, get the fuck out of here." He was annoying. Was he shooting around before the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad. Jeez. What else? Anybody have anything else? Mama Kay or Dave or Justin?
I had a question. Do you think, I mean, this is kind of very random, but I was thinking about now that RFK is like in the zeitgeist all the time, he's going to be very political with Trump. And everybody's kind of getting used to that terrible voice. Do you think that'll have a positive effect on Jerry Callahan being accepted?
That's a good question.
With that voice?
How does Jerry sound right now? Give me yesterday's show. God, that must have been a great show for Jerry yesterday.
I'm sure he's very excited.
And I'm sure Craig was like pumping his fist too. Political Craig is the worst.
Gassing him up. Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, he is. It's the most. It's like the worst.
Because it's so different than the Craig I
Right.
deal with.
Yeah,
Where I
right.
see on
It's like-
Twitter where he's making some point.
It's like which one is the fake? Who knows?
Oh, they got some ads.
Oh.
They sold that gold, baby.
Trump shoes, probably.
Yeah.
Personal angle here, a personal story.
See, it's
As
RFK.
some of you may recall,
Oh boy, still sounds terrible, huh?
I lost my sister in the summertime on August 17th. My
Find her
older
yet or no?
sister, she was a wonderful person. She
Oh, right.
was
I'm
a,
sorry, I messaged her. She didn't pass
special needs teacher for 30 years.
No,
in
she was very
Boston.
nice,
She
very
spent her
nice.
life, dedicated her life to helping.
Is Jerry going to tie his
autistic
sister
kids,
dying into
to
Trump?
teaching,
Not
to
great.
tutoring,
Yeah, I can't
You
figure
like
out.
that, Dave, or
I
no?
love that.
the most vulnerable among us. But she was a news junkie, just like her little brother. And she was a conservative. Yes, she was smart.
That was a real.
And she was a rebel.
Long walk.
I mean, I
Among
don't.
Boston
Mama Kay,
teachers.
is that plane going to
She
land or
was
no?
a-
It took him a while to get there. Jesus, he sounds terrible, huh?
That sounds like it hurts to tell.
Yeah, poor guy.
But that's
Jesus.
like RFK, too. Listening to him,
That's true.
It's not much different.
That's
Jerry
true.
and Ironhead celebrate the MSM media meltdown.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Could you?
You sound like him now.
Excuse me.
What's going on?
I know from experience.
Imagine that right there. Mike just sounded like Jerry forever. Like something just happened.
Listen. I know from experience, Craig puts his name in the description. Like they're
Oh yeah,
equals.
Jerry's not doing it.
Capital H.
That's a great point.
Every once in a while I look and it's like, Mike and Craig break down. And I'm like, what do you mean Mike and Craig?
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
I didn't realize.
Well, the
With
big
me, it
two.
makes
You
more
want
sense.
what Jerry and Craig say after, you know?
Craig does speak on my show more. I'm surprised he does it with Jerry.
He's celebrating.
Jerry and I.
He does sound bad though, huh? I haven't talked to Jerry since that thing. Is that 2 years now?
Oh, and like at the
Probably,
Colin
right?
Ritzer.
Yeah, the thing with I got mad about Kate about something. I
Yeah.
probably overreacted, but we haven't spoken in maybe 2 years, a year and a half. Yeah,
Seems
I
right,
texted
yeah.
him when his sister passed, but I haven't. That's by far.
Yeah, I want to say last February. So probably
Is
a
that
year
right?
and a half, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
We probably will never talk again. I don't think.
Not even about EEI
You could always
stuff?
change that.
Yeah, I don't think he's dying to talk. I think it's like we're just better not talking to each other.
Yeah.
I don't really miss it that much. Like I like Jerry, but if I ran into him, I'm sure it would be fine.
Have you talked to John Dennis since then?
No, but I wasn't friends with, like, Jerry and I were like really good friends. So no. I'm just trying to think when I've ever see Jerry again. You know what's weird is I'm always like, when will I see Jerry again? For some reason, I was like, oh, Doug Lane's funeral. I don't know. Doug's a little older and like, I don't know. We'd probably have a nice talk, but I like Doug. I know.
Doug's not. Is Doug in his 70s?
Yeah, Doug's young.
yeah?
Yeah. He's a good guy. I know Dave hates him, but yeah.
I like him.
You do like Doug.
Just a talker.
Oh.
And a drawer.
He talks to Mutt every day on the phone. I got the full Ordway the other night, by the way, driving over here for the trivia thing.
Oh.
The full Ordway. He's into everything right now.
What's election? Or
Election.
Oh, yeah.
He's itching to do.
He was fighting on Twitter with a bunch of people.
He's itching to do a podcast or something. And I said, you should. And the thing about Glenn is Glenn's not like, it's going to be this monster. He's like, I just want to do like talk on a podcast. I mean, you should just do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like, especially if you're not looking to go crazy with it, it doesn't have to be about basketball if you don't want it to be. If you want to talk about politics, talk about it. You want to talk about basketball, talk about it. Who cares?
Right.
Doesn't matter. You want to tell old EI stories? I don't know about you, Mike, but if like you looked and Glenn had me on, had Jerry on, had John just tell old EI, I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
You know, if he did 10 of them. I think you should. I told him, I was like, if you really want to go on, do a history of EEI podcast series.
Wasn't he talking about doing that, like a documentary?
Yeah, like he's thinking about. I said, do like a 6-part podcast series.
Yeah.
Easy. I mean, not easy, but you get 50
and
people.
He had a good enough relationship. He could get all those guys.
Everybody
on,
likes
right?
Glenn. Yeah, like I couldn't do it, but he could do it.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, he was in a good mood. He's doing well. He'll be back here. I think around the holidays we'll have Glenn back here in studio. Yes. Were you here that time?
I wasn't.
Oh, Mutt, right?
Mutt begged to be on that show. I think.
That's right. He begged. And Glenn hates Mutt.
He's always calling me.
He hates him. No, he does. Glenn's, I love Glenn's captain, obviously. He was like, Kirk, I got to ask you. It's like, when's Mutt going to get a job? I'm like, Glenn, I know, Glenn. I know.
What was Ordway's number?
Right. Let's see, $600? $4,000. Anything else, boys, or no?
No, all good.
Mama Kay, anything else?
I just wanted to offer up, Justin, if you want to do that marathon training, I'll be your coach.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds like I think he really wants to do it. Right, Justin?
I'll start walking. I gotta get this neck situated. That might.
You gotta get this. Justin, you get this thing situated.
This neck.
Just
that shit is alive today.
It's not good.
Mike's looking at it right now. The thing is enormous.
Another dismissive answer he gave Mama Kay also. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I know now he's got this thing where people he gets super focused on this. The difficult thing of counting to 50 is going to bog him down for all day.
Stop messaging. We're at 50.
I figured we would be. Well, no.
Stop messaging,
Don't stop messaging just because some people may bail.
Right.
Why are you telling people to stop messaging? What are you doing? Like, why would you do that?
We have over 100.
Okay, but so what? It shows that people care.
Yes, but
Justin, you're not wrestling the people that send the message. Why are you out of breath?
Also, like, what does it matter if they message? Why is that? What is it? If we're at 50, what do you care?
Well, if you message, you won't get it. Like that.
That's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Just let him message
We
you
will
and
announce
ignore
the
it.
winners. What is wrong with you today?
I just want to make sure I get my two.
He sounds like
Mom
he's
and I
coming
gotta go.
like bloodied and bruised.
I have news from the north. Men are wounded.
Bio dude can't make it.
We lost Penis Grigio. I'm just one of the great morons of all time.
His neck really hurts him, Kirk. Lay off.
He's like, please stop messaging. It's just so much. Stop.
Freddie Lynn asked for 2 seats.
We're at 100 now.
No, Freddie Lynn is 8 hours away. He made that very clear.
Well, thank you.
He's not coming in.
Not a funny joke, Mike.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I'm just
Getting it from everyone
saying he got very angry about,
He did?
Yeah, did on the 3 up, 3 down.
I didn't make it that far.
Oh,
I was like first half hour.
Because Kane wanted to get him in here. And
I'm sure at some point he will be.
And he said, no, I'm 8 hours away.
Stern was Stern not on today?
I didn't see anything.
Just assume he's not. I do want to hear that.
Crying on video.
Yeah, I want to hear Stern do his thing.
That'd be tough.
I know.
Because in 2016, he wasn't this guy yet. He was a
getting
little bit,
there.
Yeah.
No, COVID broke him more than Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll back tomorrow 10 a.m. taking calls if you want to reach 814-277-KIRK. Right, Justin?
Yep.
Oh, thanks, pal.
Yes.
Yeah, good for
Yep,
you. You
good boy.
Remember 10 numbers. Big whoop.
Mama K, thank you. You're welcome here anytime. BlindMike.net and the Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe right now. What's going on there?
We'll be live Sunday at 10 a.m.
Sunday at 10.
Why Are You Laughing? Cat Williams episode just went up.
Saw that.
So check that out.
Good.
And the next episode will be the history of Cumtown. So,
oh, there you go.
Yes.
We're seeing that sticker on your...
Hopefully Justin likes that one, if I'm not...
He doesn't subscribe to that shit. Are you crazy? What are you, nuts? Let's spend his money on that.
Yes.
Any other ones coming up in the pipeline? I always like to know what's going on while you're laughing. You subscribe, Mama K?
I was just thinking this morning I haven't done a full Rickles episode yet, so I might do that.
You should do that. Yeah, that'd be good. What's wrong, Justin?
Nothing. I have the 50. I have the first 50.
Thank God.
Good for you, man. You did it.
Did it.
He held it up, Mike.
Mission
He held
accomplished.
up a piece of paper.
2 pieces of paper.
I have it.
I got it. Right here.
Framed.
Right here, Kirk.
I have it. Justin, how did you do that? Tell me how you did that. Walk me through the process.
I went through the list of...
You are breathing heavy. Mike is right.
Because it's like a
It's emotional.
mental
You're excited.
stress.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, I got you.
I go through. I start. So I think it was like 11:06 is when you announced it.
Sure.
And then I just went through the list of people. Like, oh, this person came up first. You're
They
in.
immediately responded like good Minute fans, what you're saying.
Yes, and I
Good.
replied, "You're in." If you got, you're in.
You're in.
Did I not get in?
No, Mama K, you're in.
Oh, okay. Shoo.
You're in.
Because
Congratulations.
Mom texted me. She wanted to make sure I got in.
Okay, well, make sure she puts her goddamn teeth in this time, okay? It's a little uncomfortable.
Poor lady.
It's like Junior Soprano.
Same age.
It's like 28. All right.
Sorry, Donna.
All right, unnamed coming up in a couple minutes?
Yes.
All right, good. We will talk to you tomorrow morning. Tonight, if you want, by the way, Justin and I will be at Mohegan Sun.
A funeral.
I think a celebration.
Yeah.
Maybe season 2.
Irish wake.
Yeah, maybe. I'm actually looking forward to this, Justin.
It's gonna be.
To watch it live is going to be...
It's something.
Have you been to one of these yet or no?
Me?
Okay, yeah,
no, I have not.
To witness this live is going to be, I think... Dave, you're not going. You've never been to one, right?
I'm a game time decision.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
No,
possibility.
Dave went to the first one.
I did go to the first one.
Yeah, full circle.
I know.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I
Bookend.
don't want to miss it for sure.
No, I mean, of course we want to miss it. Tonight, so Justin, give the details. Where is it?
Mohegan Sun and the Sportsbook.
Mohegan Sun Sportsbook. And you have a chance, if you win, to not get a hotel room, which is pretty... This is the kind of thing I think would bother Mike, this hotel room
Very much.
controversy. This is like, and you're right, like this is like, right? You've done contests for radio, I'm sure, a million times. Mud is saying, I talked to him about this again yesterday, you're saying, basically, you're probably not going to get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? Because it's the deal is, I got to do the show with Dave and Whitney in a minute, but it's every NFL Sunday, you have a chance, you could pick your NFL Sunday, right?
Right.
Yes.
Why didn't they just, I said to him yesterday, block off one room each of those Sundays. Then once you pick it, they just release the room.
He's saying if it's already sold out, or even like they wait until it sells out.
And why not just...
It probably said based on availability, but yes, if you're supposed to be going to this
10
game,
million
you
rooms
just
there.
save. They always have them for high rollers and
Also,
their
why...
Players Plus
right.
members.
Also, if I win, why can't I just say, okay, I'm watching football today. I'd like to come back in the middle of January. No one's going to be there. Can I just get one of your rooms?
I bet you can.
The answer is the casino does not give a fuck about this competition.
Right. That's the answer.
No, but the casino should be very happy anytime a gambler says, I just want a room.
I suppose.
Like, they don't care. The last thing they care about is rooms.
Yeah.
They're happy to give you a room. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're right, though. That is like, they'll even know it's going. I almost wonder if Mutt's paying for it himself. Put his further debt, credit-wise, for this. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. We're back tomorrow. Goodbye.